You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
I actually have a really embarrassing intro story.
Remember when we were
Perfect. We're started essentially.
Remember when we were in Thunderdome in there? With all the cubicle
God,
walls,
that was bad. That was like one of those.
sheet draped over
That
the
was
top.
one of those
The
Native
octagon?
American sweat lodge things. You know, we should have been like smoking peyote.
Hello, we don't know what other TADPOG podcast. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Did you not enjoy your fucking spirit journey in there in the octagon?
I was like down to my
Octagon,
skivvies
that's
at one point. I think that was hot.
That might have been the point.
This is hot. That was hot. That was real bad.
I usually wear like basketball shorts or gym shorts. And I've dressed up for you guys in more cargo shorts.
I'm wearing the
Yeah.
basketball shorts and the
Port.
homemade sleeveless shirt. Here.
I do like
Yeah,
it. That's a good look.
pretty sweet.
Rocking my red bandana. I told him I call this the Tommy Chong.
Yeah, you got your LSD in the bandana there
That's
on
right.
your forehead.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Sweats it. Just sweat takes it right on in.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I've never done that. Just for the record.
I haven't either.
Me
I
neither.
did. I took acid once.
Yeah.
Once.
Do you remember?
I hallucinated a dog stalking me like Hound of the Baskerville style.
Son of Sam style.
Yeah. Son of Sam. We were in Lexington in the laundry mat. Have I told this story before?
I don't think so.
I don't think I've ever heard this story.
We lived in Lexington at the time, and I had already dropped out of school because I had done really badly at UK because I hated going to UK. I like UK, but I hated going to school there. Anyway, we were in this apartment out on Richmond Road out by the mall, and the laundry room, well, we got the idea in our head we're going to do acid, and this guy that got it for us was like that guy, you know.
Acid Dan.
The guy, yeah. Acid Randy.
Acid Randy, even better.
He's a good friend of mine. We used to play a lot of Mortal Kombat 2 up in the arcade together. Anyway, he brought over some acid, and of course, I'd never done it before. And much like the first time I smoked weed, I put the acid on my tongue, and nothing happened. We sat around for, an hour or two. Nothing was happening. Like, well, fuck this. I'm just going to smoke a big old fat joint, which we did. It's a terrible idea.
I think I see where this
at the
went
time,
wrong.
about the time the joint was kicking in, the acid kicked in, and I was done. I was done. I was out. Not out. I wish I'd been out.
You were in.
Because I was in.
You were way too in.
I was way too
Way
in.
in.
Well, the laundry facility for the apartment complex was just around the corner, right? And we had laundry in the fucking dryer, and I had to go get it. And of course, I'm walking out into the darkness, and everything looks weird. And I hear this dog barking. Only, it was probably a dog, just a dog barking.
Probably a dog.
Well, I meant like, it's just you hear dogs bark all the time. You don't think
Just
anything
out there
of it.
somewhere.
This
There
time I
a
was
dog.
thinking about it, and this dog was after me.
He was trying to it was after you.
In my
Not
head,
communicating.
In my
just-
head, it was after.
But right.
Yeah. So I go in there, and I'm like,
I'm going to get your laundry, Ian.
I go in there,
You better
and
get it before I get it.
I get the laundry out, but I'm too scared to go back to the apartment. There was a payphone in there. I called my house. I called my apartment, and Tanya answered the phone. Eventually answered the phone. She's like, "Hello."
Is our laundry done?
I'm like, honey, I don't know how long I've been gone, but I can't leave. There's a dog out there trying to get me. So she and Acid Randy and his girlfriend all came out, and there was no dog, and then they guided me carefully back to the apartment. I hallucinated a lot that night. I thought I saw a cat all the time, like a black cat, like
Yeah.
Watership Down style, only a cat instead of a rabbit.
Like your sleep paralysis demon?
Yeah, it was bad. I never touched it again after that because it's like one of those things where you take acid, it doesn't stop.
You didn't take
You're
it in
on
the
it
pet
for-
store and not realize it, right? Just dogs and cats.
I might have. I don't know. I don't remember it that well. But yeah,
Do you remember
Sucked.
how you described it to me and another coworker at Apex? There.
no.
Oh, they were saying that they were going to get some circus tickets, and you were like, "Let me tell you about going to the circus."
Circus tickets, is that the street name?
It's
Was back then, I
code
guess.
name.
Yeah.
But you said something like,
It's not a good code name anymore because circuses don't
Circuses
exist.
are
So
not
it
really-
feels like it's
Yeah.
pretty obvious. Yeah.
if I remember correctly, you
I went
said
to that
it's like-
circus in Lexington that was just super sad. So they exist. They're just not
They're just really
Barnum
sad.
and Bailey 4-star affairs
Dogs and
anymore.
cats.
They're dogs dressed up as toys, and a few people who can do cartwheels in the back of a civic center. So
Wow.
that's a circus.
It's a low barrier to entry. I love that. Hey, can you do a cartwheel? You're in the circus.
You're in the circus. Come on, kid.
standards have lowered.
I had.
Yeah.
I was. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you said it's like getting on one of those bullet trains in Japan, except which is really cool for like a minute, and then you want that train to train ride to end, but
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't end.
It was like
It's
I
like
mean,
really.
It's one
it
of those
goes
deals
for
where
like 8 hours.
Yeah, it was one of those deals where you eventually you fall asleep just out of sheer exhaustion. But when you wake up, I woke up and I was still tripping. And, you don't want to wake up and still be high. You feel like I will go to sleep, and when I wake up, everything will be fine. And it wasn't. I was still tripping, and it was daylight, and that was even worse. So yeah, I didn't.
All you needed was a guy there saying, "It'll be okay. This is how it's going to be forever now."
Oh God, well, that's the problem.
This is life.
I
Welcome.
thought that was what was going on. I
Right.
thought I was stuck in this forever, and I was
Now
scared.
you're a Republican. Come on down. This is what it's like. You're afraid of everything forever.
Yep. Well, no more acid at least
For now.
for now. Maybe on my deathbed I'll take acid. But then what if the afterlife is just one long trip at that point?
Well, you go in ready.
Going.
Sounds
I mean,
pretty good.
because you're on acid, like
Yeah.
you freeze that state of mind and time forever.
You're pre-partying.
Well, that depends on how much God loves you. Then
Go
I
up to
guess.
the gates and St. Peter be like, "What in the hell is wrong with you?"
How many treasures in heaven did you accrue? Hopefully, you got the deacidifier. You unlocked that at 10,000 souls.
I like how he sounded like King of the Hill.
This is like Symphony of the Night, man. You got to get the de-acid fire to get to the spikes on the way to heaven. Johnny got
That
nuggets.
spike breaker armor
I did.
was such a weird bullshit way to do that game.
It's the only, honestly, like out of everything in the game, like that's kind of the weirdest part where it's
Yeah.
like spike breaker armor. It's neat the first time you use it and you're like, fuck yes, fuck these spikes that have been fucking me up this whole game.
what
But
are
then
you
you use it
referring?
through one hallway and it's like, okay,
The storyboarders are on strike. Well, we can figure this shit out.
spikes, spike armor, done.
What are you talking about?
Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. That's like, I haven't played all of them, but yeah, it's the best one.
I've been offered acid once. I've only seen it once. That was Dave and I together when we were offered by.
I was offered acid as well.
Yeah. By a person we no longer associate with.
Oh, right.
Was it Acid Randy?
Nah.
No. This is
Check.
Nah, it was acid. Not going to say the name because he's already been scrubbed by his request.
This
so.
is ass Randy.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, he just had these
I
little
don't-
baggies,
I'm
like
with you.
these sous vide baggies of little squares. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to do acid?" David will look at each other like, "Okay, I mean, maybe this might be all fun to do together." How long does it last? 7 to 8 hours.
I got work tomorrow.
No, yeah, dude, it's 10 o'clock on a Wednesday.
What's it like? And this was the lamest fucking thing like ever. Like I remember like his response being like, "You look at the moon and you see rainbows." It's like I got YouTube, man. I can I can type in moon and rainbows and be fucking set for 40 minutes.
I've seen Rainbow Bright, man. I'm good.
Right. It's
That night for me, what we ended up, we all got so fucked up. We had a Sega Genesis, and we put in Sonic the Hedgehog, and just watched it. We didn't play it. We just watched the.
some say the best way to play Sonic the Hedgehog, but
Yeah, it's just the demos and the music. We probably did that for a few hours, just staring at it, because that was pretty sweet. I mean, there were some upshots to it. I enjoyed that.
it does sound pretty
And
nice.
Snoop Dogg's album Doggy Style
Yeah.
is also really great.
I remember
When you're
hearing
on
about that in
weed,
typing class in middle school.
Acid. Yeah. Good time.
Do you remember the video where he morphed into a whole bunch of different dogs?
No.
Yeah.
What was
I
it
do.
about?
Man, you remember that morph technology was hot for a
Yeah.
year, man.
Oh
But
wait,
it was
yes I do.
in
remember
black
that.
or white.
Black and black,
then,
Michael
yeah.
Jackson, yeah.
Yep.
Was that Michael? That was Michael Jackson.
First Michael Jackson video I ever saw.
Really?
All you,
Or
Black or
maybe,
white?
maybe even song I ever heard. Yeah.
all you guys with your
The first-
music television.
You telling me
Yeah.
the first Michael Jackson?
That I can recall, like seeing and hearing and knowing who it was and what it was.
Well, that was his first song, wasn't
was
it?
Black or White.
I paused briefly. You
Yeah.
got me.
Yeah.
Mine, of course, was Beat It. It was Beat It, the Thriller album. When MTV aired Thriller, it was a huge event. They showed it like over and over again. But when it premiered, man, we were all just in front of the TV ready to see this. It was so. I remember being so excited and so pleased by the whole thing. It was really neat.
My first introduction to Michael Jackson was
Please
Eat
don't
It.
say it was at the Neverland Ranch. Oh, Eat It by Weird Al.
It was Eat It, but not just Weird Al. It was Eat It to Disney cartoons. So I don't know if you guys remember a little thing called DTV, which I think is what it was called. But yeah, they would just put together, the concept of anime music videos where like people put like they take popular songs.
Linkin
and
Park
put-
and Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
They would.
the definitive edition.
Right.
Yes.
The Disney Channel would do that. Disney would do that, but with Weird Al songs.
Oh,
Wow.
And I'm not complaining. It was pretty great. I loved it. Yeah.
My first, where I knew it was Madonna singing a Madonna song was Ray of Light.
get me started.
I don't know that one.
That's about all I know, really.
Her first album was I was of course a kid in the '80s, and she came out and Like a Virgin.
Sure, I remember that one.
Yeah. That's
Such
the
a
one.
good album. Most of the stuff she put out in the '80s was really good. Some of her '90s stuff wasn't terrible either. I can't remember the name of it now. There was a neat song that they did. It sounded like it was playing backwards. The beat was backwards. Somebody out there screaming right now. They know the title.
Oh, yeah.
of it, but-
Yeah.
Like a Virgin. was like,
number 9. Yeah. Number 9 by Madonna.
Number 9. Like a Virgin was
Scares the
my
shit out of
favorite.
my kids. Scares the shit out of them. No, they couldn't stand it if I put number 9 on. They freak the fuck out.
What is the record they play backwards in Little Nicky?
Chicago,
There we go.
See what you did
We're
there.
talking about Little Nicky today.
with of course you heard those dulcet, lovely tones of Tadpog IT, John and Ian.
It's Drew and Bailey here.
Hey,
coming
guys.
at you.
Looking a little different.
Looking a little different.
Looking a little different. Nothing wrong with that.
If we sound better, I've got soundproofing on the floor now
I like this.
with,
noticed
new,
that.
with new chairs.
And the
Yeah.
new chairs. This is nice. I
New
like
chairs
it.
that were supposed to be thrown out at work, but I was like, no.
I think these are.
I'm going to use those.
Yeah.
Those are basically, those are still pretty good condition.
You didn't say the magic word.
They are. They're very nice. I like.
So, by the time this comes out, it will be July, and July is Little Nicky summer. So, Little Nicky every week of July.
Every week, get ready for Little Nicky.
So many people were like, "Are you serious?" I got private messages. Are you really?
You got
doing Little
private
Nicky?"
messages? Yeah, sorry. The troll worked. That's funny. Yeah, we're doing all in 3 weeks, Little Nicky, really.
Just 3 weeks.
Just 3 weeks. It's not the whole month.
July's 4 weeks, so just 3
Yeah.
I thought it was
Just
going to be
3
a 3-part on just this one game.
You guys want to do it?
I mean,
I'm fucking down.
that's what I thought was going on.
We do the movie, we do the game, and then we do all the fan service.
Oh, we'll just find all the fan fiction.
we do the
Little Nicky
anime.
fan fiction. The Little Nicky anime is really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. It's called Neon Genesis Evangelion.
What are the robots called? Evas?
Yeah, Harvey Keitel's.
Get my freaking Eva!
Mine looks like Popeye's chicken.
See, okay, so when you want to feel old, Little Nicky is 21 years old.
You are
The
fucking
movie
kidding
is
me.
21.
Oh
it
my
came out
goodness.
in 2000.
Is that the one that like directly followed like
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy? Really?
Yeah.
That's a step down. Big
I-
Daddy was.
I
pretty
feel like
good.
this was his first bomb.
So wait, you guys didn't like Little Nicky?
I was grossly underprepared because I hadn't finished
Or Tiny
the
Nicole
last
as it is in
episode.
Europe.
And I didn't realize we were covering Little Nicky. I would have
Petite.
rewatched it, but it's been so long since it might be 21 years since I've seen it.
I'd never seen it
So
before.
I don't remember it well enough to give you a.
You can rent it on
honest-
YouTube, and I liked it. I feel like I'm probably going to be the only person at this table to be like, I like this movie, but
Oh, not me, because I am completely unprepared. I've never even seen the movie.
hey, you were like me a couple days ago. Yeah, I had never seen it, and I asked Nicky. I was like, "Do you want to watch Little Nicky with me?" Nicky, not Adam Sandler, but Nicky, my wife, who's not Adam Sandler. But like,
Yet.
I'm working on it. It's going to take years of reconstructive surgery, but we have a plan. We just need money. Patreon.com/TADPOG. Turn my wife into AdamSandler.com. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That was a great yes and.
Thanks. I have a gun. So I was like, "Do you want to watch Little Nicky with me?" And she's like, "Yeah, we haven't seen that in a long time." And I was like, "I have never seen this movie." She's like, "Yeah, we watched this together." I was like, "No, we didn't. We used to watch Billy Madison and have sex, which might be like Little Nicky. I don't know. I'm about to find out." And we watched it, and yeah, it's pretty not great, but I did like it. It was weird because it's like I don't think I would have liked it at the time, but seeing this movie and being completely unprepared for Quentin Tarantino to play a blind street preacher.
Yep.
I mean, Kevin Nealon playing like the guardian,
Tithead.
Tithead, yeah, the guardian to hell.
To be fair, Kevin Nealon has got to be in an Adam Sandler movie if he can.
Fucking
That's
loves
just-
Kevin Nealon.
Yeah, Kevin Nealon's great.
He's a funny guy.
He was in Happy Gilmore as well.
Right, yeah, totally.
The ball.
Yeah,
Go to your home.
the instructor dude.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and like I think that
Spanglish.
no
Punch Drunk
the,
Love.
the new one that just
Uncut
came
Gems.
out. Uncut Gems.
I haven't seen that yet.
Uncut Gems is
supposed to be
so fucking good.
I've heard it's really good, but does it count?
It's loud and obnoxious and very hard to watch because it's just very stressful.
man.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
is. It
fucking
is.
it accomplishes a goal. It's a great fucking movie. I wish he had gotten the nod for the Oscar for that one.
I'm not gonna
He
lie.
should've.
He should have got a nomination
was
for that. Like
brilliant
it was
in
it
that
was that
movie.
good.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No worries. Harvey Keitel plays the devil and Little
the
Nicky.
devil.
The
So son of the
devil
devil. The
from
original
The
devil,
Waterboy.
Lucifer,
Rodney
played by
Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Still can't get any respect, which is definitely a line that's said in the movie, because of course it is. Did I say John Lovitz? John Lovitz, the
No.
Peeping Tom. The movie opens with John Lovitz going
Who was
to
also
hell.
in Wedding Singer.
Who was also in Wedding Singer.
John Farley, little brother of Chris Farley.
have seen The Wedding.
Was
the guy on the
Forgot about
cooler.
that one.
the face in the dartboard.
Oh, really? That's funny. No, I didn't know that. That's great. And many, many more people
So
who I'm
many
probably
more.
missing.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese, dude. And I told
Reese
Nicky,
Witherspoon
yeah,
was in it?
She plays
Oh, wow.
spoilers, Little Nicky's mom, and it is. I never really liked Reese Witherspoon, but we watched that movie together, and I was like, you know what? I kind of get it now. 20 years after the fact, she's really, really pretty. Like,
Okay, so wait.
Yeah, you
so-
can't say like she's hot or she's cute, but she's pretty.
She's pretty.
In that movie, she is very pretty.
I have a question.
bordering on hot, pretty bordering on hot.
So is Little Nicky like did they do a Hades Persephone Zagreus thing here? So Little Nicky is essentially the half mortal,
He's
half the devil,
He's half angel, half devil.
half angel. Oh, she's an angel.
She's an angel.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha,
yeah. She's an angel.
Okay, okay.
And the whole setup is that
He doesn't find that out until he actually dies and goes to heaven.
right,
They tell him that his mother was a mountain goat.
right. His brothers do, Cassius and
Adrian.
Adrian, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, Melissa and I also watched that last movie. She was like, "Why the fuck is Quentin Tarantino in this movie?"
it blew my mind. And look, guys,
she laughed 3 times, which is a good Melissa score. So.
that's good. 3 laughs out of 3 laughs out of 1. I don't know how often does she laugh.
At movie, she doesn't watch a lot of comedy, so for her to get 3 chuckles out of a movie, I did not expect her to laugh once.
That's
at.
yeah.
All right.
Look, I'm not. This is not a lie. This is not for goofs. This is honestly the best acting that Quentin Tarantino has ever done in a film.
In a film, yes.
Yeah,
In TV,
even
it
in
was
From Dusk
it was
Till
his
Dawn?
Elvis Inspector.
yeah, even yeah. I mean, come on.
Elvis Inspector. Elvis
Pulp Fiction.
impersonator.
God, no Reservoir Dogs.
You don't have to tell me how good
was
my
good in-
coffee tastes.
He was good in
Jules.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Didn't speak,
But
but he
I'm-
was good in it.
But
He
yeah,
had like one line.
he's the best. Honestly, that's the best performance that I've ever seen from Quentin Tarantino. Was in Little Nicky.
All right.
Comedic performance, but hey, it worked.
He was in Death Proof as a bartender. He was okay in that.
I don't remember. Man,
Death
Mary
Proof
Elizabeth
is-
Winstead was in Death Proof, and that like totally got my attention of all like a whole the rest of the movie.
Death Proof
I was
is
like, when are we
like
going to go
top
back to her?
3 Quentin Tarantino for me, but he
Who
was a
was it?
bartender in that movie.
Who did you say?
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Mm-hmm.
She played
Oh,
Ramona
okay.
Flowers in Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
She was the one in the cheerleader outfit throughout all of Death Proof.
I think I remember you talking about her.
Yeah, she had long blonde
that
hair
doesn't surprise me.
in it, which is weird. Was weird, but yeah.
See, I liked Butterfly more than the others. The girl who just had her legs sticking out the window.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like her at all. Actually, I thought she was pretentious and.
That's not how you like your girls.
I thought that not so much the character. I thought that that whole first part of that movie was just way overdone, and then the second half was way better. Like the acting
Oh, yeah.
and the scenarios and stuff. That
It
were
was
more
weird
practical.
how wildly different the two halves of that movie were.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like Full Metal.
And then watching
Jacket.
Cherry Bomb right after that. So
Yeah.
Now, you're not talking about the two different movies within. You're talking about Death Proof by
Death
itself,
Proof as
right?
itself,
Right,
Yes.
right.
Yes. That's
'Cause what-
like it might be my favorite.
What was the other one?
Second
Planet
favorite.
Terror? Was that what it was called?
Planet
But that was
Terror,
Robert
yeah.
Rodriguez.
Right,
It was
right.
released as a
Right.
Rose McGowan.
That movie sucked.
Wasn't Rose McGowan?
I hated
Yeah.
Planet
I,
Terror.
She the
I
girl
liked
with
Rose
the
it.
McGowan with the machine gun leg.
Yeah.
Right.
I also always want to say Planet Error. Every time I think about that. But no, Death Proof is my second favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. I love it.
First favorite, Reservoir Dogs?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, yo.
Man, I haven't seen that yet.
It's really
I
good.
liked it.
I've
Yeah.
seen that movie 10 fucking times. It's one of those
Damn.
movies that like we still have cable and we have HBO and stuff. When it comes on, that's where the TV goes. And
It
it
gave us
doesn't
the
matter
Leonardo
where it
DiCaprio
is.
pointing meme. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It is. You
Wow.
should absolutely get busy and fucking watch that movie. It's fucking great.
I watched
you
Little
dig
Nicky.
it the most.
I watched Little Nicky this month, and that like meets my movie quota for
I
at
hear
least
ya.
a quarter.
I know you're not a big movie
I
guy.
understand that completely.
Except we did go to the movies and see In the Heights. Like and that was really
How
nice.
was the In the Heights? Was it good?
It was good. Nikki loved it.
Yeah.
And I knew that she would, and she really wanted to see it. So
I've been wanting to
that's
see
why
it.
we went to go see
We've
it.
got
It's-
HBO Max, so I may watch it on there.
we thought about it, but it was like, fuck it, man. It's like we're both vaccinated.
Why not?
Henry's at my mom's for the night. We haven't been in the movie since
Well-
Sonic the Hedgehog.
And it's loud music and it's
Yeah. The
dancing
last
and
time
close.
Henry was
It's
at your
a good
mom's.
experience for that.
no.
What are you gonna see for date night? Sonic the
Sonic the
Hedgehog.
Yeah. I mean, I would have gone to see it without him, but I'm glad that he saw it. It was, and we're hyped for fucking Tails. We're fucking
The
hyped
sequel.
for Tails.
I
Yeah.
haven't sat through the first Sonic movie yet.
I'll be hyped for Big the Cat in the third one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy Rose.
Y'all know a lot
Yeah.
more about Sonic than I do.
Well, I
Let me
mean,
tell you about a little site called DeviantArt, John.
I think I might have heard of that.
In the Heights was good. Nikki loved it. My review of it was, it wasn't Hamilton.
So it's a musical.
I haven't seen that
Yeah,
yet
and it's
either.
it's
I
really
haven't
good.
seen that either.
Yeah, I liked it, but it
Terribly
wasn't. It was
uncultured now.
definitely like more of a music. I mean,
Sure,
it was
it's a musical.
Yeah, it's a musical.
I mean, I expected that. We're probably gonna watch it at some point.
But take it even for me, like a guy who doesn't really honestly like musicals. I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Okay.
Yeah. Little Nicky's not a musical, but it could have been.
It should be.
I am surprised
should get-
that it wasn't a musical.
Man,
actually,
it would be a really great musical.
Like let
It
Seth
really would
MacFarlane
be.
score it, like handle the
Yes.
scoring and the
Yes.
lyrics
Or
and
Ozzy
stuff.
Osbourne. He's in the movie.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
He's a gift from God to
Right.
little Nicky.
Is that right?
Yeah, God gives Holly, who is his mother, a ball to be that Nicky's gonna know when he needs to use it. So it's a gift from God to basically like save the world, and Nicky saves the world by releasing Ozzy Osbourne
Who's in the ball?
I bet
Sounds
Ozzy
legit.
came up with that. Actually,
because
maybe.
his oldest brother who takes over turns into a bat.
Adrian,
So in order
yeah.
to kill the bat, they summon Ozzy Osbourne, who
Cause
grabs
he
the bat and bites
Bites
his
his
head
head
off.
off.
Yep.
Okay.
And that CG is not good. But watching it 21 years after the fact makes it so much funnier. Like, I'm sure if I was seeing that in the theater when it came out, I'd been like, holy shit, that looks horrible. But watching it in the bed on an iPad 21 years removed, it was hilarious because it was like Alex Mack like level of special effects.
His mouth is just open.
Which I don't know. I like since then so many
Can you
things.
motion spitting something out, Ozzy? No.
Act like you're biting. I'm biting.
I'm biting.
Like since then so much like cringe humor became a genre after Little Nicky, and it's like this is like Tim and Eric style comedy. Like that's how bad that CG is, and that hits me in my funny spot. I do like that quite a bit. But I will say that this movie also has very, very good CG, and that is when the dog fucking talks.
Yeah.
It looks like the dog's fucking talking.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
No, Dave's right. He had to remind me of that to be like, oh, yeah, it was so good I didn't think about it.
You're like, oh, your brain is just like, well, I mean, that's,
Yeah, okay.
they could do that
That's
now,
all. A dog
right?
would look like that. Yeah.
Fun fact, trivia. Nicky and I were stuck. This isn't the fun fact. This is the sad fact. Nicky and I were stuck in traffic for an hour and a half on Sunday because there was a very horrible accident on the interstate.
I'm so fucking glad you weren't in that wreck. People were just destroyed in that. That was so
I know.
bad.
Yeah,
we
she
were
started-
so worried that someone we knew was in that.
Yeah.
Because that was awful. Yeah, go.
But we weren't in the wreck. We were kind of behind it, like way later, like hours,
Okay.
hours later.
Yeah, it blocked the interstate up for like 5 hours.
Yeah, it was rough. It normally takes us like 20 minutes to get to my mom's house, and it ended up taking us an hour and a half, which is like, you know what? We didn't die in a horrible accident, so it's like, okay,
yes.
hour and a half, whatever. We
Yeah.
killed the time. That was the same day. That was right after we watched Little Nicky. So we killed the time by Nicky reading IMDb trivia facts about Little Nicky to
Tanya
me.
does that for me all the
Oh,
time. I
it's
love
the
it.
best.
It's
I love
my
it.
favorite thing.
And it's like, so one of the trivia facts is the dog in the movie, his name is Mr. Beefy.
Mr. Beefy.
That dog's puppy was Adam Sandler's, and his name was Meatball. So let that sit in. How's that? How's that sit? Good.
Wow.
You guys impressed?
Well, I learned something I didn't know already.
There we go.
So yeah, I'm impressed.
Why people tune in?
It's an educational show.
It is. It is.
But this movie definitely has things that would not fly in today's culture.
But not much, right?
Not
I was
much.
surprised
Not
that
much.
there's only one scene where they make fun of a man who may or may not be homosexual, and there's only really 2 parts in one scene where they make fun of a trans person, is my guess.
Yep.
And then other than that, I feel like it was pretty.
Where Satan himself is like, we wouldn't find everything that bad in hell. Yeah, okay.
Right.
All right. Uh-huh. It's Clint Howard. Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
It was Clint Howard.
Damn.
Unrecognizably so.
Was
Yeah.
he in it?
Honestly, this is not a joke. Honestly, looking his best.
So he wasn't in a tree.
That's a pretty
He
low
wasn't in the
bar,
tree.
though, for Clint Howard.
Well, look, man, we work with what we get, you know.
He's been in a lot of Star Trek episodes.
I've seen
Heavy makeup
prosthetics.
usually.
Yeah,
He was was he the one in the
He's been in
when he was the baby, when he was the kid?
Yeah, in
that
the
was
old-
him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, in the original
Yeah,
series,
original.
Star
He's
Trek.
been
right.
in like
Like it was that
think
whole Wizard of
maybe
Oz kind of
every
deal.
Star,
Well,
Star
he's
Trek,
makeupless as that one with the
series.
big ears, the brown alien with the huge ears.
Nah, that's not
Tiny
him.
eyes.
I think he's been a Ferengi
No,
before.
he's
though.
he's the original Ferengi with no makeup.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
from Next Gen when they were like savages.
Oh God, yeah, like at,
Yeah, I'm just saying
season
that's how-
one.
that's how
mentioned
ugly
it.
when
he
they
is.
introduce the Ferengi and they're like totally different. Then they take them a totally
might be
different
fucking
direction.
I can't tell you anything about Star
I don't
Trek.
know.
I'm just saying that Clint Howard's an ugly person, but a great actor, and I like him.
This is actually the backdoor pilot to you guys' Star Trek podcast.
Where I show that I don't really know a whole lot about Star Trek.
Maybe
we know a lot about Star Trek, but not about Clint Howard.
Welcome to
So,
podcasting, boys.
Our second
don't have to know
podcast. Dave and I'll have to start a Clint Howard podcast next.
Start
There
one.
you go.
We'll do our Clint Howard series on Patreon.
So, were there any other things in Little Nicky that wouldn't hold up today, or is that pretty much?
I think it
pretty
was
much
just
it.
pretty much just those.
I feel like for Adam Sandler, that's probably better than to be expected.
Yeah, you're right. I do like the little callbacks that they have where Chubbs is in heaven whenever Nicky dies.
I got really excited. Yeah, I did. Like probably more excited than I should have
Yeah.
been.
And then at the very end, they do that whole 80s movie thing where they announce, oh, this is where this character is down, this character is. So Holly falls in love with her new aerobics instructor,
was a
Chris
fucking
Farley.
Ferengi.
What?
He was?
He was a Ferengi?
I think
told
it might
you.
be I think it might
Jeez.
actually be. I'm pretty sure it's from Deep Space Nine and not Next Generation.
Hey, I
so
played that
sorry.
Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, that cinematic platform that
Yeah.
you guys loved.
Well, yeah, with Cal Sisto in it. What's his name?
Benjamin Sisko.
Oh, right, yeah.
Anybody in Western
Cal
Kentucky,
Cisco.
Martin, you'll get that one. You'll like that. You
Oh, yeah,
and
you're-
Taryn.
You're reaching pretty far back
Hey,
for that
hey,
one. I remember Calcisto though.
Did you three laugh?
Oh yeah.
Then that's all I really fucking care about with the Cal Sisto. I got everybody I was aiming for. He's a local weatherman, or was. That I saw and met
Oh,
at Tyler's wedding.
Oh
Yep,
really?
he was
Yeah.
at my first wedding. Yep.
And I got real excited.
How did you work that
Taryn
out?
flipped out like, is that Cal Sisto? Oh my God, take my picture. I'm going to go meet Cal Sisto.
I mean, let's be honest, it was pretty exciting.
Local celebrity, man.
Yeah.
You know, he was the meteorologist at the local news station for like my entire childhood.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
Pretty sure mine too.
I think he went to church with Meg is why he was there. And Meg was just like, okay.
I guess Cal Sisto's
He's
here.
a goober, but yeah, go ahead. Okay.
He's like a
That's what
dude that didn't make it through dental school and went ahead and did weather.
When he did the weather, his name would be Cal Sisto, local goober.
Gooberologist.
Well, that's it. That's all we got, right?
Yeah. Well, because this was a huge, $85 million budgeted movie, they, of course, had a tie-in video game for Game Boy Color.
Yeah, which we just recently learned about
Yep.
and decided that we would do an episode on it, and here we are.
Yeah. I was honestly impressed by it.
It's pretty not bad, considering what it is.
It had
I think
sound
that's
effects.
almost exactly what you said about the movie. It's pretty not
No,
bad, or it's
no,
not,
I
you said
liked
it's
it.
not great.
The
but it
movie's
was pretty good. So.
well, the movie's better than the game, but I mean, I like the movie. That's not.
Oh, okay.
That's just
All
not a
right.
bit. I like the movie.
But did you like the game?
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was like Tyler was saying. It is surprisingly. I thought it was surprisingly better than I anticipated.
For a Game Boy Color game, it had some surprising elements to it.
I think that might be a discredit to the Game Boy Color, but
Maybe.
for a licensed Game Boy Color game,
Yeah, it followed the narrative of the movie pretty well. It had music and sound clips. Like every time you get hit, it's Nicky's kind of snickering laugh, and
He sounds like
Harvey
Muttley.
Keitel. Gotta get up there, Nicky.
yeah.
So
I thought the music was pretty fucking good. Honestly,
it's 8-bit heavy metal.
like the opening is like, is this an Offspring song? Like I really was like, is this an Offspring song?
It's probably the only Game Boy Color game that says horny.
Oh, and it has, I don't know how it got through Nintendo of America, but like the opening, you're right, Tyler, it sticks to the movie in the regards where it's like, it opens the same way the movie does with
John Lovitz.
John Lovitz. Thank you. I kept wanting to say John Lithgow, which
also would have been
it
very
would have been
good
fantastic.
as the Trinity Killer.
He's climbing a tree and he's peeping in through a window. And when he looks in the window, this is legitimately in a Game Boy Color game. This woman takes her shirt off and she's wearing a bra, but still, I want to remind you, this is the same company that censored butt cracks off of Aliens.
The very top of a butt crack.
Right, right.
Not like a whole ass.
Not a whole ass.
The top
just
of a
a
butt
little coin
crack.
slot at the top. Yeah, they edited that out of Another World, but whatever. This is like, here it is. And then just like in the movie, the woman's Boy Scout son shoots him in the peeper and with a slingshot. He falls off of the tree. And also, I'd like to say, John Lovett's now immortalized in a video game.
Yep.
So he doesn't look anything like he does in the movie, but
No.
hey, it counts. He kind of looks like chunky Leisure Suit Larry.
So the same.
So pretty much the same, yeah.
Yeah.
So he falls, hits the ground, dies, goes to hell, and they even include, well, this probably wouldn't play.
The horny bird.
The
trying to
horny
fuck
bird,
him.
who, right, yeah, he gets.
Yeah,
that's his
Kevin
sentence.
Nealon's character's even like, all right, were you horny? Well, here's a horny bird.
Right.
The horny bird chases him around, opening Little Nicky. There you go.
There
That's
it
him in
is.
his room playing heavy metal.
Welcome to Little Nicky. And then that's it. And then they take the dialogue straight from the movie. Not that it really honestly matters, because, like, seriously, if you bought this game, there's a good chance you saw the movie. I can't imagine anyone was like, oh, Little Nicky, give that, Adam Sandler's on the cover. I wonder what this is about. That's
Sandler's
weird.
a little intense. I want to ease into this. I'm going to play the game first. So what? Yeah, the devil, every 10,000 years, there's a new devil. So they're going to pick the new devil, and the devil's like, I'm going to get another 10,000 years. You guys aren't ready yet. So then his two oldest sons are like, oh, fuck that. And for whatever reason, they go to Earth, and that makes the devil start to disintegrate.
Well, because they're like, if we can't rule, the brothers are like, if we can't rule in hell, they quote Paradise Lost, better to rule in hell than to serve in heaven. They're like,
yeah.
hey, I got an idea. Let's go to Earth and make it new hell. And then so they leave, and that like
That blocks all the souls from getting
right,
to hell.
no more souls can get into hell, which weakens Harvey Keitel devil. And he starts to disintegrate. Pieces of his body start falling off. And it's Little Nicky's job to get his brothers back to hell so that his daddy doesn't disintegrate.
At the same time.
Yeah.
He has to capture them at
Right.
the same time and bring them back at the same
Because
time.
movie law,
Right.
they leave together, they have to come back together. And he has to trick them. Essentially, he's given a flask where it's like, you can capture their souls in this flask if you can get them to drink from it. So that kind of becomes the MacGuffin of the movie, where it's like he's trying to get them to like drink from the flask.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Although then this movie then proceeds to break all of its own rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was too entertained to realize what.
Oh no,
the-
I was watching for plot holes the whole time. Because of course they eventually make Nicky drink from it. Nicky gets trapped inside,
Oh,
him
sure.
and Adrian, but they're able to get out. This
Yeah, he gets out.
soul that traps this thing that traps their souls forever. They're able.
Yeah,
to.
they're
They
both
get
able to
out.
get
It's
out.
fine.
Yeah.
Not the other brother,
Right.
but just those two brothers. They get out. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Who played the big guy on Friday? Well, I can't remember his name.
Oh, fuck.
Played Debo.
Devo, yeah. That's Cassius. in Little
Tom
Nicky.
Lister. That's the name, something
Sonny
like that.
Lister, I think, wasn't it? Or
Don't look-
or am I thinking of
don't look at
Sonny
me. I don't
Lister,
know.
the
He
boxer?
died. He died.
This episode dedicated
Just
to Mr. Lister.
to Mr. Lister.
This movie was what every part was so well acted. Everyone did a really good job that was in this movie.
They were committed.
I
They were
was
there for it.
Incredibly impressed.
Tommy.
No one phoned
Tommy
it in.
Tommy Lister.
Yeah.
The woman from Medium is in it. What's her name?
Patricia Arquette.
Arquette.
Yeah.
Yep. She's the love interest, the dorky love interest.
Yeah. And I was like, look, it's
So
it's
glad
her.
that you remember her as the chick from Medium.
Well, that's because Nikki, my wife,
My
Nikki.
wife loves.
I'm just going to call her my wife from now on, so there's no confusion. I feel like everybody's confused. Not Adam Sandler, but my
Just
wife.
call her Human Nikki.
Human Nikki.
We've got little Nikki and Human
Not
Nikki.
Nephilim Nikki. Human Nikki. She used to watch Medium. Like Medium was out, she was watching Medium,
We watched it.
and I liked it. Okay, I didn't catch
alright.
all of it, but she was in. She loved it.
Yep.
She likes Patricia Arquette, and it's like, okay, cool. Every now and then I'll watch this. Sometimes I'll be playing World of Warcraft. It's fine.
We watched it. It was good.
Because then there are those two, the two heavy metal Satan worshipers that find Nikki, and
Right?
they love heavy metal. They want to go to hell. They,
They're his disciples,
Yep.
essentially,
Yep.
after he beats Cassius in a slam dunk contest where Dana Carvey is the referee.
Dana Carvey, everyone.
he's possessing Dana Carvey at a Harlem Globetrotters game,
Right.
And he's calling it to make the Globetrotters lose,
Right.
so everyone's freaking out
Right,
and angry
because that's the biggest sin. The goal of the brothers is to make everybody on Earth sin, to turn Earth into hell. So they possess the body of, like, I guess the cardinal at the church, and then also the mayor. And so they're all like, it's okay to sin. Guys, just do whatever you want to corrupt all of New York City. And then it works. It works. Everybody goes along with it. And the biggest sin is that the Harlem Globetrotters would lose.
That's actually kind of funny.
Nice.
I'm telling you guys, it's a pretty fucking decent to good movie. No one agrees with this, and it's fine. I get it because like. I'm telling you, I honestly think that if I saw this movie when it came out, that I would have been like, God damn it, this thing fucking sucked.
I think I did.
This is
do
no
that.
Billy
That's why I
Madison.
did that.
But because I lived in a hyperbolic time chamber and then came out after years of comedy, I don't know. This just felt weirdly. It felt fresh, and that's fucked up to say, but it's because it's like this brand of comedy doesn't exactly exist.
No one's doing this anymore.
And maybe it does. Maybe that's what he's doing on Netflix. I don't know because I haven't been watching it. But like, no way it's this level of budget because this is a big budget comedy. Like this is like an investment that did not
you've
pay
named a
off.
lot of people. You know, obviously had a lot of cameos.
Yeah, there was some money.
Cost $85 million and made $58 million.
Eep.
Yeah, not good. Fun trivia fact: Dana Carvey broke his ankle in that scene. So. That's how committed he is.
Yeah. Well, then at the end of that, that's how he tricks his first brother. Like, oh, Dad gave me this super devil juice. That's why I was able to beat you.
Right.
Well, give me that then. Drinks it. One brother trapped.
He's trapped. Can't get out. Because I like to
Don't
think,
see him for the rest of the movie. He's gone.
I like to think it's like a maze spell in D&D, and he just can't make that intelligence check to get out.
Yeah.
Adrian, they say, is the smarter brother.
He gets out like immediately, no problem.
He gets out because he's
Nicky
super
has
smart.
turned into butterflies.
So you just got to create head canon in order to like justify the plot
That
hole.
works.
And you said plot holes, but really you only named one. Do you have more?
Well, then Nicky can just leave and doesn't stop the souls from going into hell or anything like that. Why Nicky can go and live on Earth, but the other two can't.
But they're already there. He's supposed to bring them back together. He's supposed to bring them back.
Right. But when at the end, whenever he gives him the flashback, his dad's like, you should probably go live on Earth. I don't know if him granting permission is different, but then Nicky goes.
He doesn't go out the in-hole.
Oh, okay.
Because when the two brothers go out the in-hole, it closes over. Because like their whole goal is to close
Nicky
that
can
gate.
still jump through it though, right? Because he still jumps.
Yeah, he jumps through there to get back, but is that how he gets back to Earth at the end?
I don't know. Doesn't show. You're right.
So I don't know.
Could be some different way.
Overruled. Well, John and Ian, what do you guys think?
I think hearing you guys talk about it is making me more confused and scared.
Perfect.
Oh shit, that's what we aim for in podcasting.
What Popeye's chicken is the big thing in the movie.
It's fucking awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
This is what I'm fucking talking about. Like, out of nowhere, you're like, oh, and by the way, Popeye's chicken is a big thing.
Well,
oh, by the way, the Harlem Globetrotters are in it. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, it's like...
This is how people listen to the podcast for the very first time. How you feel now is how everyone feels trying to listen to our show.
Fair point.
Yeah, the more you talk about it, the more I kind of do want to watch it. though.
well,
I do too now. I'm gonna just on principle, even if I don't watch.
well, all the
I
best
want
bits you're gonna see coming now. But honestly, look,
I'm like a goldfish, Dave. I'm not.
Take some acid
remember I
and
was
watch
here
Little
by the
Nicky.
time I get home.
oh, do not take acid and
Where
watch
have I
Little Nicky.
been? When did you get a dog, Tyler?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I paid $4 to rent it. I felt like that was honestly
it was worth it.
perfectly adequate amount of money to spend to just honestly see all those cameos because they're fucking wild. And it's like after seeing like after seeing like Harvey Keitel and Rodney Dangerfield, Kevin Nealon, John Lovitz, you see within the first like 10 minutes of the movie, I was like, all right, who else are we going to see? Bring them on. Like it became like, and I'm not saying that's good filmmaking, but
Michael McKean. That at the end.
Michael
when he's
McKean
the
was
chief,
in it?
He's the chief
oh,
of police.
right, yeah, I
Chuck?
forgot about that.
Yep.
Squiggy or
But,
Lenny?
but it's like, I don't know, man.
George Wallace is in it as the mayor.
Yeah, right. And it's like they just keep coming, and it's like I just want to keep seeing these cameos. And it's like I'm not saying that's good filmmaking, but was it worth $4? Yeah. Yes, it was.
What was that? What was that John Travolta movie Get Shorty.
Yeah. Tyler and I saw that together
That
on
was full
accident,
of
I think.
cameos. So this is
Did
Adam
we?
Sandler's
Yeah.
Get Shorty, apparently.
With Danny DeVito and what Edward Norton?
Oh no, that's
Oh, Death to Smoochie.
Death to Smoochie.
That's
No,
right.
Get Shorty's a different
Damn.
deal.
All right.
altogether.
Fuck.
Death of
Uma
Smoochie,
Thurman's
I
in it.
remember being
we
pretty
saw
good.
Get Smoochie.
We did see Get Smoochie.
Then we
yeah.
got Smoochie.
Then we did not, but it's fine. In our minds, we did. Welcome back, John.
Hey guys.
What were you-
I could hear you.
What were you doing?
It's getting a beer.
What are you eating over there?
Chicken nuggets.
Some nuggies?
Oh, we got a
Nice,
package.
We got a package.
We got stuff to try. We got
We
a
got-
package. We were just so excited.
Yeah, no, we got things. Did you want us to try that sauce?
I mean, it's up to you.
you
guys.
brought the sauce.
I
What
brought
is
the
it?
Sauce, and I brought some chicken nuggets. It's just a sauce that I make that's like almost. It's not quite 1-to-1, but it's almost. It's honey. This spicy Southwest mustard. That it's like great value brand, but it's really good, and it's got a little heat to it.
Can you put a little bit of?
And,
can you dunk one for me and give it to me? You don't have to feed it to me. Yeah, we can do it the dangerous way.
Oh,
that's
that's
fine.
good, dude.
And
Yeah.
So it's honey, this spicy Southwest mustard, and Chick-fil-A sauce all mixed together. And yeah, I really like it. My wife really likes it, and she normally does not like the stuff that I come up with because I should say
wait a minute. Hold on.
she doesn't like anything I like. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is your wife Adam Sandler?
Try this sauce and anal. I don't like anything you want to try.
This is a mix that you did.
She likes this sauce.
She loves anal.
yeah, I made it.
All right, I wouldn't eat it except that you mixed
She
it.
makes
I'll
me
try.
do
Thank you, thank you. I think you'll like it if you like those things. It seems like the sum of they're greater than the sum of their parts.
That is
Like at
It
a
is
point,
very good.
There was a point where like we were just kind of like trying to find different
nice
things
finish.
to
Yeah.
dip in this sauce and eat it.
It's
Like
very, very good. Now, do you make like big batches of this at home and keep it in the fridge?
yeah.
Yeah.
I made a little batch to bring over here.
Can we sell some? Can we work? Can we? Because I'm sure the listeners are like, I want to fucking try this. It sounds really good.
Yeah, I mean they
You
know
could
what
put
goes
that
in
in
it.
Shit, we gave. I'll bleep out the recipe.
There you go.
It's a secret.
Yeah, cut it out.
He didn't talk about how much of each thing he used.
That is
though.
true.
And in that one secret
Actually
ingredient.
did.
No, he didn't.
Oh, did you?
They'll scrub back. No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
no, we didn't talk about that. How much goes into each one? It's not exact, but
That is a good. That is tasty. That's like an everyday thing.
well, there's a
I could go
whole
for that.
shitload of chicken nuggets.
So I will eat more.
How long, Tyler? You might know. How long are chicken nuggets good for? Like once they've
You
come
get away with 4 hours.
4 hours.
That's like the
Okay.
rule. of
Casually
thumb, isn't
looks
it,
at
for
his
open food.
phone. All right, we're in the safe window.
I just remember.
By 30 minutes, we're in the safe window. So if you guys want to eat those chicken nuggets, let's do that now.
I just remember you getting up the next day and eating some chicken nuggets.
Yeah, and I shit the bed in in the spare room in your apartment. Yeah, and I shit that bed. That was after Tyler's game finale. He ordered a very
But I mean, how many hours had that set out? I mean, a while. right?
12,
12. Okay.
something like that. Yeah. I mean, they were delicious.
I'm sure they were. I've eaten day old pizza like more times than I care to
Yeah.
admit.
Yeah.
Melissa
that is
doesn't
just
like it when
sitting
I leave
out.
pizza out, get up the next morning and eat that same pizza where it lays for breakfast. Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I've totally done that.
I do feel like I'm rolling the dice when I do it because of that chicken nugget incident. Yeah. I also, it wasn't the also, it was compounded because it's not only the chicken nuggets had sat out for like 12 hours, but I ate like a lot of them. Like a lot, like to the point where it's like, oh shit, I gotta stop eating chicken nuggets. I'm gonna get sick.
Well, man, maybe it wasn't like a food poisoning sort of
Yeah,
thing.
it
It was
was
just
your
sheer
body.
amount of grease that you lubed your
Might have
hole
been.
up with.
Your
My
body
man.
was trying to get rid of it. Like you've done too much. We
What
must
is
evacuate.
this?
Yeah.
What are you
Maybe,
doing?
maybe I don't know, but
Too much Christianity. Got to get it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's only one way. And that's through the boy hole.
Yeah, I mean, shit in the bed was the troll toll. So
It was.
So the game.
Why are you saying it like that?
Is that the best episode of Always Sunny?
Oh God,
Yeah.
yes.
It is, right? I mean, it
I haven't
is.
seen like the later seasons.
They're
of the
good.
show. I
They're
really need to
good.
go back and watch it because
Yeah.
I love that show.
Oh, it's all good,
Such a
but
good
that is
show.
But
that
I've
is the
seen
best
probably like
episode.
the first 4 seasons, and that is definitely the funniest fucking episode.
That's funny. Anytime they play Charlie McD, I think is a great episode.
Yeah.
And the turd episode with
Yeah,
that's pretty good too.
yeah, that is good. I do like, and this is a later episode, but I do like when they go to the water park. I think that's a really funny one.
Yeah.
I'm super behind on that. I think I was rewatching or trying to watch through it, and I think the last one I saw was when they were getting garbage with the limousine.
Yeah,
They were picking up garbage
that's
because the garbage they had gone on strike, and they were
Yeah.
using a limo to pick up everyone's garbage.
Yeah.
I've got to get caught up on it too because that is
Yeah.
a fantastic show.
I'm always a season behind because whatever streaming service gets it, gets it
Yeah, yeah.
the season after. So, but just fine because it's kind of weird because it's like people still are watching that show, right? I don't
Yeah,
hear
it's been
about
on
it
a long
anymore.
time.
Yep, it's still on.
But it has been on for a really long time.
Like season 13 or
Yeah.
14 or something.
Man, so like the other job that I have, I work with a lot of really young people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's weird. Like
At the music factory.
the the music factory. We have to wear a uniform at the music
Right.
factory, but every now and then you see those people like in like normal clothes, and it was weird to me how many of them had Friends related clothes, and I'm like, you weren't even fucking born when this show came out.
Really, Friends?
Yeah.
The show
Yeah, like-
merchandise?
Yeah, like the logo, like the
Oh, all
Friends logo.
the girls independently love Friends. Like it coming out on Netflix, like introduced it to Gen Z, and they love it. How absurd it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how can they afford these apartments? Yeah.
Yeah.
They just sit at the coffee shop all day long.
I can't wait to be an adult. That looks
I
great.
think that's what happened.
To us?
No, to the generation after y'all.
Oh. I think you might be talking about my generation.
Maybe.
And maybe you're right.
I can think of a particular 30-year-old that almost 30-year-old that was actually sitting in the other room the other day, just streaming Friends all day. That's all he did.
Sounds pretty great. Sounds pretty nice. I mean,
If you're into that sort of thing, sure.
it definitely beats fucking going to work.
Yeah.
I'd rather, if someone
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, man, you want to watch a full day of Friends or go to work? I'd do Friends. I think I'd go for
Because
Friends.
Melissa asked me, like, if you were on your deathbed and got to watch a TV show, what would you watch?
Like one episode of one TV show or
Yeah.
just like,
Oh, well, we didn't really specify. Just watching
Okay.
a TV show on your deathbed.
Better
And
Call
I was
Saul.
like, I would probably not because I think it's so good, but I would watch Friends.
laugh in. Shit.
Because it's tied to so many good memories throughout my life.
Gotcha.
Throughout high school
Yeah.
and college, as much as shit as we talk about it here, like it is tied into so much shit that I can relive and remember.
Yeah.
Not because I think it's just like that funny, which I do. I love Friends,
Sure.
but it has a lot of emotional. It's high emotional stock.
You can see that.
So, but I mentioned Popeyes earlier because Popeyes
it's
is the big
fucking awesome.
promotional. Yeah, 20 years after this movie come out, then they hit it big with their chicken sandwich. But thank you, little Nicky.
Look, man, I'm not going to lie. We did have Popeyes the night that we watched Little Nicky. So the marketing still worked.
But that marketing did not carry over to the Game Boy Color game. So it's just chicken
The store
houses.
is chicken. Yeah. Is it Chicken House? I thought it just said chicken.
It's a house that just says chicken.
Chicken, right?
Yeah. And that's on fire, and you go stand in the fire in the chicken house and get your power.
And it makes you go faster and stuff. I didn't realize for the longest time there's a wheel. There's like a skill wheel that you can like use the flask that's in the movie to like. And Little Nicky says like a line of dialogue that says like, "Thanks much." Like when you turn them into fucking. I don't know. You give the thermos to the flask to some people and then they just fly straight up. Like
Yep.
Poochie, like just fucking like I don't know what's going on. They just fly straight up. And then some of them turn into demons.
that you didn't have to fire belt, which she does a few times in the movie.
Right. Yeah. And then there's one Possess the Holy.
No
I have
clue.
no idea
No
what
clue.
that does.
I didn't either.
I was not able to find an instruction manual for this game online.
You couldn't find an instruction manual?
For purchase, I could, but
Oh,
it was
okay.
like by the time that comes, we're already gonna have recorded. So, but no PDF or anything like that. So
Nobody scanned that one in. Huh?
no one bothered to scan that one in, no, which is usually indicative of like the quality.
What? And this was based, or it's a video game based on a movie,
Right.
Like, how rare is this? I mean, was it pretty common? Did they press a lot of them?
Oh, the game itself.
Yeah.
Good
The
question.
cartridge?
I have no idea.
I would assume they did.
I would think they
You
would
think,
too.
You would think
Because
they would.
I mean, New
I
Line
kn-
Cinema was pushing this, so
I don't remember this coming out.
It-
I don't think I've ever seen it before.
It does seem like a weird choice to do Game Boy Color,
I guess that was the system at the time. I don't.
but it had to have been like I don't know. Here, I don't know much about the Game Boy
So I
Color.
remember playing a lot of Game Boy Color in college, early college, like 2002.
What was the?
But see, I feel
so
like
maybe it
the
just came out
GBA
in
was like
2000.
because I had my GBA in college.
Yeah, you're right. I also have it because I flipped my rodeo on GBA night. So yeah, you're right. It was out. That's really weird.
So it seems like a weird choice that they would do Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Okay, so the GBA, this honestly, like I was about to say this is what killed this game, but it's not. The Game Boy Advance came out in America on June 11th, 2001. So this is a hard sell as a video. Like, first of all, it's based on a movie property, hard sell. Second of all, the Game Boy Advance like either just came out or is about to come out. And third, the game's not super good.
No.
So it had those three things working against it.
Yep. And of course, I watched because This game's pretty fucking hard too. Like,
It is as far as like a Game Boy game goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I got as far as I got to being on New York streets trying to put people in the flask. That's as far as I got. But I know there are way more levels. I watched some long plays of people finishing it and shit, so I understood what was going on. But fuck, it's fucking hard.
Did you play any of the mini games?
No, I watched you play those mini games. That was enough for me.
Because they're horrible.
Yep.
There's like there's a mini game section that you can go into. And honestly, they should have just left them out because they're really one of them is okay. And that is the one where you shove pineapples up Hitler's ass. That one is the best one.
Also a rare kit for a Nintendo property.
It is, but they don't call him Hitler, which I did think was funny because in the game dialogue, it's like something like, "Oh, it's your duty to shove pineapples up this evildoer's hiney or something," and it's like, okay, well, I saw the movie and I know that's Hitler, so
I'm impressed that Nintendo let them get away with putting anything up anybody's.
You can put it up his ass, but you can't say Hitler and you can't say ass.
yes, right.
What?
I'm gonna fill your
make any
hoo-ha
fucking
up with
sense.
goof juice.
It's one of my favorite Patton Oswalt bits. I fucking love that one. That one sticks like so well. But yeah, like that mini game was okay because it was kind of like this, what would you call it? Like a Carnival Games shooter where it's like you have a reticle that you're like moving around the screen and it's got jitter. So it's like you're trying to shoot buckets that are like tied to this intricate pulley system going across the top of the screen. You shoot a bucket and stuff comes out of that bucket. Sometimes it's green slime. Sometimes it's black chucks. Sometimes it's I don't know. It's just stuff. And then Hitler dressed in a French maid costume. Welcome back, Ian. Comes and like picks up to clean whatever fell on the floor. And then you take a pineapple and you use the reticle to like get the pineapple in his ass. And that's the best part of the game.
That's in the game, Ian. We're not making that up.
Yeah.
This is an elaborate way to troll you for being gone.
All right,
I
Ian's
can
coming
see
back.
where you think it
Ian's coming
might.
back. Tell the Hitler.
What was it that he believed? Oh, he totally believed Hitler is some ass
Pineapples and
play.
Hitler. Pineapples up Hitler's ass. Just go with it. Just go with it.
Which is
No, I've been here all this
He'll
whole
have a
time.
story. He'll have a
This
story
doesn't-
about putting pineapple in somebody's ass. Go ahead and start it, and then he'll pick it up.
I've been here this whole time, except for when I was just stepped outside. Coming back to Hitler and pineapples up the butt actually didn't surprise me at all. I wasn't the least bit surprised to hear that.
There's another mini game. All of them are worse than that. Like that's the peak. And that one, honestly, as far as mini games go, that one's truly not that bad. but everything else, it feels like there wasn't any effort. There's
The dartboard with the guy's face in the middle, and you can hit his eyeball.
right, and it's just darts, and it uses that same mechanic where you've got the reticule, and it like has jitter, and you're trying to play darts essentially. And if you get a bullseye, you hit the guy in the eye. And that was Chris Farley's brother in the movie?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Chris Farley's younger brother.
There's another mini game which makes no sense whatsoever. And you're fishing in hell. And I think you are using.
Lots of ponds and rivers in hell.
Well,
just ask
the
Zacharias.
Phlegathon.
right?
There's plenty of fishing in hell. What are you talking about?
Hey, I don't know, man.
I think you're using John Lovitz as bait, which that's kind of fun. But I didn't know what to do. Like he's attached to the end of the fishing line, and then there are fish, and then I think he's supposed to eat the fish. So I couldn't figure that
And
one
then a
out.
fish eats him.
And then a big fish eats him when the time runs out, and it sucks. And then I think there were more, but they were also very bad. But the best one's the Hitler one.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like the wars.
We'll take that. Let's always say that.
The best war is the one that had Hitler in it.
The one everybody wants to learn about is the Hitler one.
Right.
No, I mean, I don't think you're wrong.
I mean, the History Channel, like, they were on that
Those were
for a decade
the-
before they
the
moved to
World
aliens.
Wars?
Hitler and aliens.
The World Wars were,
Right.
you know,
Right. Yeah.
the second one in particular, though. You know?
The second one, yeah, the sequel, rare.
Yeah.
The sequel's
It's
better than the original. But
yeah.
yeah, it was a hit. And then that's pretty much the game.
The controls, I fell through a lot of platforms on the edges. The jumping is very precise. You can clip through and miss very easily.
Yes.
Nicky's hitbox is massive.
Uh-huh.
Massive. Far beyond his actual pixels.
Way beyond Adam Sandler's actual hitbox.
Yeah. It's fucking
Science
huge.
has measured it. And it's way smaller.
Yep.
Is it
And
a long game.
if you, it's like 10 or 11 levels, something like that.
I
Maybe
I
more.
didn't finish it, so I didn't watch a video after the fact, so I have no idea. I got to the mall.
Which isn't actually in the movie, because in the movie, like, the guy who plays the Wayans brothers' dad in their TV show steals his flask and is selling on the side of the street.
Right.
And Nicky just goes and gets it back. But in the game, you go through a whole huge mall stage where you have to chase him down. And
The basketball scene is in the game. You were
basketball
telling me
scene,
that.
you play one-on-one with a very strange pixelated Dana Carvey dressed as a
Man.
referee.
I do wish that I could have seen Dana Carvey in a Game Boy Color game.
Did he break his ankle in the game?
That's probably how he lost.
Was there a Master of Disguise Game Boy Color game maybe that we
no.
should play next?
Man. Adam
Good
Sandler was like an
pull.
executive producer on that.
I know. That was a Happy Madison production. Yeah. It all comes back together. What happened to Adam Sandler? Nikki and I had this, my wife, Nikki and I,
This-
not Adam
this
Sandler.
movie.
Was it this?
It's got to be where he was bankrolled by a huge fucking movie company, movie studio, and it bombed, and he never did one like this ever again.
Yeah, that was
had his own shit from then
I think
on.
it was like his last sort of attempt at that silly humor that he was so well known for all the way through the early part of his career after SNL with Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and all those movies, and then he did all those romantic comedies and all that stuff. And
I
The
like
wedding-
those.
The
with
Wedding
too.
Crasher.
Wedding Singer.
Wedding
was a-
Singer.
Wedding
Wedding
Singer and
Singer,
50
that's-
First Dates. I like
50
Nikki and I
First Dates
watched
is a
those
good
movies a
movie.
lot of times.
That is a good movie, and I'm a sucker for Drew Barrymore.
And
anyway,
Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler together
so
is
good.
really good.
What was the one where they were in it together as well, and he was like, he owned this chain of like big sporting goods stores, and he had her pretend to be his wife
I don't think I've seen that one.
on a vacation. They went to Hawaii or something. It was the same
Was that
kind of
50
deal.
First Dates? Because that took place in
No,
Hawaii,
it
didn't
did
it?
take place in
Blended.
Hawaii. But this one
Blended.
Blended.
Yes, that's
wow.
the one.
Okay.
But
I'm going to bring up the Adam Sandler filmography.
Please.
We'll go
I'll
through
tell you
it.
how many I've
And also,
seen too, because it's probably a lot. We
while
watch
you're
a lot of fucking TV.
While you're doing the filmography, I want you guys to think about the question I asked Nikki is like, were his movies always bad and I just didn't realize it because I was like 12 years old? Or like, because I love Billy Madison, I loved Happy Gilmore, but like, if I were a 40-year-old man when those movies came out and I watched them,
You wouldn't have well, I was in my 20s when they came out, but we were all about it. I mean, we were watching them all the time. And to this day, I'm 48 almost, and I still watch them when they come on.
Sure, and
Because
as I would
I liked
too.
them then.
the
But yeah,
nostalgia
if it just
factor,
came
though.
out now, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like my big question.
Well, the Dave Moore that I worked with, who was the straight laced army guy, fucking loves Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
Those are the classics, right?
They're the go-to. They're the sort of the benchmark there because those really did some stuff that even though it wasn't like, I won't say groundbreaking.
They were kind of wild.
but
Like they were kind of
out there enough
Yeah.
to be that. It's kind of like we were talking earlier about how Step Brothers was just so, to me, at first, it was just so out there, and I didn't really get it at first, and then I watched it again and loved it.
That was like me. We were having this conversation earlier. It was like me with Tenacious D and the Pick of
Right,
Destiny.
exactly.
The
Me
first
too.
time I saw it was
Me
like,
too.
I don't know.
don't
That
know
wasn't
about
as good as
this,
I thought
but
it was
you
going to
watch it
be.
again,
But the second time,
great.
it's like, this is fucking awesome.
And I think he just did something. That Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore are two of the most quotable movies from my 20s. Like
Yeah.
my wife and I still make Billy Madison jokes. You know?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Just because it just stuck, and it was.
That's how I explained shampoo and conditioner to my son when he asked the
Exactly.
difference.
That's where I heard Anna
Shampoo
singing that out
cleans
of the
the
blue. Like,
Condition
singing
a
medium
smooth-
pace. Like, why the fuck are you singing medium pace?
They're all going to laugh at you.
Just give me a snack pack. I mean, if you see a snack pack, Tanya went to the store, bought some snack packs for the grandson.
Yeah.
And of course, I saw her put them in the cart, and the first thing out of my mouth was, just give me a snack pack.
Yeah.
It's
If I
built
see a
in.
swan, there's an 80% chance that I'm going to say, stop looking at me, swan.
Yeah, I'm glad. I know, right?
His first movie.
We're here to help you, Billy. I could do the whole fucking song. The
clown?
Cool. Oh, God. I bet you thought that
I was dead. Yeah. You know what? Those movies are good.
God.
We just answered the question. Thank you.
Yeah. Go for it, Tyler.
So in
go.
'89, his first movie was Going Overboard, where he played Shecky Moskowitz.
Is that
He was an actor and a writer in that.
Is that the sequel to Overboard?
No.
I hope so.
They remade
know
that.
It's him holding two kids like fish on the cover. I've never seen it.
Was he? He was in Earth Girls Are Easy, right?
Adam Sandler?
Yeah, wasn't
I
he?
wish.
He wasn't.
I didn't think he was.
Oh, okay.
Shakes the Clown in '91. Coneheads in '93.
Conehead's right. He,
Airheads in '94.
I know that one for sure.
Also Mixed Nuts in
I was thinking of
94.
Jim Carrey. I got Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler.
People do that
confused.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Got a package, people.
No
I could
wonder.
do that too. I got Ace Ventura right up here with Billy Madison.
No wonder Jim Carrey's sad.
Billy Madison in '95. Happy Gilmore in '96. Bulletproof in '96.
Bulletproof was good. I actually.
never seen that.
Ian,
that
don't.
Dude, it's not. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it.
That's fair.
It's
I get,
terrible,
I
but
get
I love
that.
it.
I get it.
Wedding Singer in '98.
It's a good one.
So
It's a
good.
good one.
He was Satan in Dirty Work in '98.
We eat the pig and together we burn.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's probably what inspired Little Nicky.
That is a good movie.
Now we're talking about the Norm Macdonald,
Macdonald.
Emilio Estevez joint.
No,
No, wait.
I don't think Emilio
No,
Estevez
no.
is in it.
I'm confusing a
Men at
movie
Work.
with Men at Work.
Yeah.
Dirty Work. Yes, I remember that, and yeah, that was really funny.
It was a
I-
really good
really
movie.
funny.
I listened to what's his name? That was in that with Norm Macdonald.
Oh, it's he
His
was
brother.
on SNL as well, wasn't he?
He's on Howard Stern a lot.
Who am I thinking?
Arn.
Yes.
Arn.
Yes, that guy.
Someone else help me. I got that much.
That guy though. I listened to
you
his
have
book.
the filmography pulled up, right? You can just find this out with a click.
I could.
Yes.
It's more fun to guess.
I don't know, man.
But I listened to his autobiography and he talked about making it and how great it was and how great the writing was. And then whenever it came time to release it, because they had Chevy Chase on for a
Right,
cameo.
right.
And before Chevy, because Bob Saget was the one who produced and directed it.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
Chevy Chase was telling Bob Saget, like,
I didn't either.
they're gonna want to gut this. This is amazing as it is. It has to be rated R. Do not let them gut it to PG-13 because they will want to. They did,
Which, of course,
It
they
bombed.
did.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, us talking about like the bits in Little Nicky that I feel like there aren't a whole lot in there that
Artie Lang.
Artie Lang, thanks. God, I can't believe that. I couldn't pull that. Arr.
My wife is
Hey,
here,
Melissa, what's up?
looking all hot with brownies. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Melissa, what show would you want to watch on your deathbed? Yeah. ER? Okay.
It's not a bad choice.
All right.
And think about how
Especially
you're gonna
if-
die while watching ER.
Well,
Intense.
And wishing you were in a hospital?
So, like, see, it could be worse.
but if you get to finish the series before you die, that's a good one because it's like
It's long.
really long.
Yeah, yeah. It's like 11 seasons.
I would choose David the Gnome then. Because as far as I know, that thing went on forever. I don't know.
Saturday Night Live,
That's good. That's good.
60 minutes.
One life to live.
Yo, Days of Our Lives.
Star Trek. All of it.
It's one show. It's just one show.
The Water Boy in '98.
I liked Waterboy.
I like The Waterboy too.
The Water
Yeah.
Boy was the first one that he wrote, produced, and acted in.
Which
thought-
reminds me, Henry Winkler is in Little Nicky, covered in bees twice.
Yep.
All right.
Never seen it either.
You never seen The Waterboy?
Kathy
Bates is really good
Is his
in it.
mother, and she's
Yeah.
always talking about how foosball is the devil.
Yeah,
Love that fucking
it's
movie.
Big Daddy in '99.
I haven't seen
Pretty
that
good
one.
movie. It's pretty good.
I've
It's
heard
a
it's
little
good.
bit. It's a little bit of a more emotional.
That was
type
his
of movie.
more dramatic.
Yeah.
Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo in '99.
I liked Deuce Bigelow.
I haven't seen it.
It's not good,
Wait, a Rob Schneider joint that's not good?
but it's good in its own
understand.
way.
Have
Like-
you seen The Hot Girl? I don't know.
I liked the Hot Girl.
I mean, you remember Rob Schneider,
where,
I
right?
like
where
that.
the hot girl turns into Rob
Yes,
Schneider.
I like
yeah.
that movie, but
The only
Deuce Bigelow was kind of like Rob Schneider's attempt to do what
Adam Sandler was doing.
did with
Yeah.
Billy Madison stuff, and it wasn't terrible. I still kind of quote that movie to
No,
this
I'm gonna
day.
eat a brownie.
But it was good.
Eat a brownie,
Do it.
John. You don't need our permission.
The-
You don't have to bother. They're here for us to eat.
Nobody else is. Like,
I'm not going to eat
I'm
one
done.
because I ate like 8,000 slices of pizza.
me
You're
too.
good.
I'm fine.
Joe Dirt in 2001.
I've
liked
never seen Joe Dirt.
well, I'm sorry, Little Nicky in 2000. Joe Dirt in 2001.
All right, Joe Dirt was actually, I recommend it for the same reason you might like that you like
Holy
Little
fuck,
Nicky.
these are
You
really
might
good.
like Joe Dirt.
My wife makes a wonderful brownie.
I want to watch Joe Dirt. My name
perfect,
is Dave, and I want to watch Joe
I've never
Dirt.
seen Joe Dirt
It's a
either.
good-
Ian, will you
It's-
watch Joe Dirt with me?
I would love
Can we
to watch
set
Joe
something
Dirt
up
with
and
you.
watch Joe Dirt?
Fuck yeah!
I watch?
Okay.
Let's do it.
From
I mean
everything
it.
you know about, cause
Come
I
to
made-
my house.
I
We'll
made a
fire
joke
it
about it.
up. Okay.
a
You
few
have
weeks
it?
ago.
I'll find it.
Sorry, we're making a date over here.
I got all the medium. I got everything. We'll find it.
All right.
We'll get Joe
Okay.
Dirt. You come over. We'll watch.
All right,
never
fuck
seen
yeah.
And then you're coming over to my house, Tyler, and we're watching True Lies. You
True Lies.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
All right.
You said that. I thought the same thing. I was like, how did you get through the late 90s? and
That
not
was
see
the
True Lies?
sweetest gesture you've ever made, John. Where you turn to Ian, shut up.
Oh my God.
Oh my God!
So Joe Dirt doesn't have a video game from a quick Google search, but it does
Damn.
have a UMD that you can buy for your PSP, so you can watch it.
Best
on
way
a
to watch it.
PSP.
Best way to watch it.
Ian, would you like? I have a PSP.
As Dirt
All right.
God intended. So what we, because I mentioned whose favorite, someone you wouldn't expect whose favorite restaurant was Little Castle. That same person's favorite movie is Joe Dirt,
What? Nicole's
is-
favorite movie is
which
Joe
is half
Dirt?
of Tadpog's sweetheart, Nicole Nance.
That's not her favorite
She-
movie.
She loves Joe Dirt and Little and White Castle,
Joe Dirt.
She doesn't like comedies. Why does she like Joe
but
Dirt?
she loves Joe Dirt.
There is
I don't
something
know.
about that
Wow.
movie that just makes sense to me. It is
Yeah.
so funny, and it's dumb. It's the same kind of movie as Deuce Bigelow and as Happy Gilmore. All
Uh-huh.
this. It's just silly as hell, but I love it. I love it. It just
Okay.
gets me warm and fuzzy.
All right.
There's
It was on TV all the time when I was a freshman in college. Like I remember going to the lunch area and it being on a TV in the lunch area.
Yep.
It was everywhere.
Problem with you and me watching that together is I'm gonna like fucking
Quote it.
quote it.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
That's okay.
I'll try to keep it to a minimum though.
It'll be all right.
My memory is shit. Like, I know I watched a lot of episodes of News Radio, and I know David Spade was on it.
No.
Wasn't he on it?
He was
No,
on.
he was on Just
I'm
Shoot
thinking
Me.
of
Just Shoot Me.
Yeah, okay. That's
It was
the one.
Dave Foley, right?
Right.
Dave
that
Foley
on,
was on News Radio.
on News Radio.
Yeah.
I watched
Joe
a lot
Rogan.
of both of those.
Up
shows.
God.
But I don't remember any.
Joe Rogan.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. He was that series Joey.
Yep.
Brian Posehn was on Just Shoot Me, right?
Yep. He was.
As the male guy.
Yep.
That was Just Shoot Me, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever watch Veronica's Closet?
Love, fucking love Veronica
Of
Mars.
course. You
Yeah,
kidding
that's
me?
Allie, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then see The Animal in 2001.
Was that a Deuce Bigelow sequel?
That was where Rob Schneider
Oh,
was like
God.
a zookeeper who got
Yeah.
animal powers and would act like animals.
That wasn't
Right.
very good. I didn't care
No.
for
That
that.
could make a good video game though, like Kirby. It's like Rob Schneider's Kirby. And he's just absorbing animals. And
Yeah.
it's like Little Nemo meets Kirby.
I want to see the old Teen Titans, like old Titans, and Rob Schneider as Beast Boy.
Old Titans. Remember the Titans.
Old
But
Titans.
not that one.
Old Titans, Medicare.
Punch Drunk Love in 2001. Mr.
I like
Deeds.
that.
Mr. Deeds was good. When
Yeah.
I was
Mr.
Ryder,
Deeds.
that was a good one.
So Mr.
That was a
Deeds-
remake. That was
Yes.
a remake of Mr. Deeds
Yes.
Goes to
That
Washington.
was right around her,
right?
Yes.
her stealing
I
stuff.
think so.
Bliss game,
Yeah.
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 That was a good one.
Mr. Deeds was the movie that Nicky and I rented, watched, had sex to, fell asleep, and then because we had sex, there's a reason. I'm not bragging. It was just there's a reason we locked the door because I lived with Brandon. And Brandon
would always come in.
would Kramer in, essentially, like not when I was having sex, but just whenever.
Just whenever.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna lock the door. We fell asleep, and the Mr. Deeds title screen looped over and over and over and over and over and over. And he tried to get in, and he couldn't do it. And Nicky and I were both passed the fuck out. And eventually, like 7 hours later,
I would have found the breaker box and just. That's what there's a TikTok that I like of what song have you been nailed to the most, and most girls just play like the PlayStation sound. One of them plays like the Naruto DVD screen.
oh, that's great.
So yeah, you can play the Mr. Deeds screen.
Get a story about the Golden Girls theme or something.
Oh yeah, for like
looping
days
over and
we
over.
never turn that off. Whenever I live with Josh, yeah.
I would die.
Thank you for being a friend. Da 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 da. Thank you for being a friend.
Right? It wasn't the
Da,
whole
da,
song.
da,
It was-
da. Nope.
It was broke. Yeah, it kept looping.
It was the DVD select screen
Yeah.
that just kept
Welcome to
rolling.
Guantanamo.
Yes.
Let's see. There's
keep going.
Master of Disguise.
Okay.
Turtle.
8 Crazy Nights in 2002.
That was the animated,
That was the animated
Hanukkah movie.
Yes.
which I didn't see.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, I liked it.
The Hot Chick.
He was in that as the dude.
Oh,
that
that's the one I
said,
talked about. That's Rob
"You could
Schneider."
Put your weed in there. He's the guy that worked at the head
That's
shop
what that
and-
line's from?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. What the cultural impact of that movie had then. Yeah.
Just for that one thing, because that's about it. Everything else is
Oh, is that right?
forgettable. No, I liked that movie.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was really good.
I've never heard of this one, and he started it as himself. Pauly Shore is Dead.
Yeah, it's like it's
2002?
like a mockumentary. They actually shot some of that here,
Did
like in
what?
Metropolis.
Oh, interesting. Did you mention did you mention Airheads?
Yeah.
First
And we didn't talk about Airheads.
No? Everybody went, oh, yeah.
Oh wow. Oh man. That
Hello,
was like Comedy
fellow
Central
kids.
had 2 movies.
PCU,
and Airheads.
Yeah.
I never watched Airheads either.
Airheads.
I know.
Airheads.
Everybody
But
tells
let's
me,
get together and watch
holy fuck,
Airheads.
how
We need
have
a
you
movie
not
Let's get all the
marathon.
kids together and watch Airheads.
I think honestly, we need to watch PCU as well.
Dude,
Maybe you
now
guys
I've-
can sell me on PCU because I didn't care
Oh,
much
now
for
I've
it.
seen
And I know
PCU like
everyone
a
loves
million
it.
times.
Blow me where the Pampers is.
right. Which is
You
very
show
funny.
me where the campus is. What?
Yeah, I need to rewatch
And then
it.
that takes me to Van Wilder.
Van Wilder, I loved Van Wilder.
That movie was so fucking good. That was aside from the show 15 on Nickelodeon, that was Ryan Reynolds' first television show.
Ryan Reynolds was on a Nickelodeon TV
It was like
show?
a Canadian show called 15.
I'm so lost.
Oh God! I remember
Lost
15.
was a
I fucking
different
hated
show.
15.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was
but
fucking
Ryan Reynolds
awful.
was like 10 or 11 in that show. And that was his first TV gig. And then the next thing I saw him in was Van Wilder. And I was like, yeah, okay. Now you're on the right track, buddy.
Yeah, Van Wilder. I love Van Wilder.
I've never
When they
seen
did the
it either.
donuts.
You haven't seen Van Wilder?
When they filled the donuts and the one dude is eating it and he's like, I've tasted these before.
Man, I haven't
nasty.
seen Van Wilder since
It's been a minute.
like came out
yeah.
for home.
Tara
release.
Reid is in it, so
Right.
there's some more of that SEO stuff.
Back
Yeah,
when, back,
wow, that's a deep cut, man. Fuck yeah.
back when Tara Reid
the
meant
Tara
something.
Reid
The
Nip
pepperoni nipples, yeah.
Then anger management.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's
one.
with Jack Nicholson.
It is. Oh, yes, I did see that.
Well, yeah. Joker.
That's correct.
All right, good.
Nicholson.
There needs to be a mnemonic device for me to be able to tell those two different men's names apart.
They're so close.
I just can't do it.
Who are
Golf.
you?
Jack
Oh,
Nicholas, the golfer.
Right.
I got you. Yeah.
Dickie Roberts, former child star.
I
That
don't
was
know
a
what that
Dana,
is.
that was
Produced it.
another fucking Joe Dirt guy.
David Spade.
Spade?
David Spade movie. Yeah.
It's what's the guy? Was that the one? Who's the guy who he plays the guy on the roller skates and short shorts in Reno 911?
Lieutenant Dangle?
Lieutenant Dangle.
No, the guy that
No, I
he's
know
always
the guy you're
arresting.
talking
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't think of his name.
isn't his last name like Finnegan or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like he was in that.
Okay.
Dickie Roberts wasn't very good.
No.
No.
50 First Dates,
Great movie.
Yeah, I like it.
Spanglish,
I didn't
I
see
didn't
that
see
one.
Spanglish.
The Longest Yard.
I didn't see that
That was
either.
good. That was a
I've heard that's
remake of a
good.
Burt Reynolds movie from the 70s.
I've seen the original.
Yeah,
but
about a
not-
football
not
team,
the
about a
Adam
prison
Sandler.
football team. That was actually a really, really, really good movie. It was
The
a heck-
remake or the original or both?
They were
Okay.
both very good. I thought the remake did the original a lot of justice.
Is there a Bobby Boucher reference in?
No.
Okay, damn it.
No,
Seems like an opportunity.
It
missed.
does.
it really
Yeah.
does.
2005, Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo.
That one was terrible. Now that one I hated. I
Asian
liked-
Gigolo, on the other hand? Mwah, chef's kiss.
Middle Eastern Gigolo, starting to show some age.
Soviet era Gigolo, which is a prequel.
Eastern Bloc Gigolo.
Eastern
yeah.
Bloc Gigolo.
But it's very gritty and dark.
Yeah, it's entertaining. Yeah, it's different.
Grandma's Boy.
Dude,
Oh, God.
I have not
2006.
seen Grandma's Boy, but everybody in the fucking world.
Fucking same.
Really? You're in
Yeah.
the same boat as me.
Everybody tells me I need to
Everybody.
watch
I've
it.
never seen it either.
Everybody.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So it's
I've
warranted.
Heard it is fucking
I think
hilarious.
so.
Yeah.
It falls within its genre just
There
right. It's a
is
good
no
stuff.
way it's going. There's no way after everybody telling me that this is like the best movie that I'm going to watch it and be like, yeah, it was the
Just
best movie.
Don't set your
It's too late.
personal standards that high. Just watch it.
Yeah.
Like I did Little Nicky.
I think you just got to keep in mind what it is, like what the product is.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know?
I think
Like,
they're overselling it a
impossible.
little. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever. It's so funny. It's so great. It was good.
Because that's what I've heard from like not just one person, like a
Yeah,
lot
several.
of people.
It was okay, but it was also a product of its time. It's probably not going to be as funny now.
I don't know, Little
I don't
Nicky.
think it'll have the Little Nicky effect, which is what we're going to call this.
Were there a
now,
lot
by
of?
the
Yeah, I
way.
love it. Yeah, were there a lot of cameos in it?
No. I don't
Nah,
think
I'm
so.
out.
I don't think so.
What year was Grandma's Boy? 2009 is what you said?
2006.
Okay. All right.
All right, keep
6'9". I get
Then The
confused.
Benchwarmers.
I have no
I don't
idea.
remember that.
Click.
Didn't see that, but heard it was horrible.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard
Click
that
is
was
not
really
good.
bad. This is the one with the remote control.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one. It's a TiVo controller. You get it right. They didn't pay for all that fucking marketing for nothing.
Yeah,
you call
kinda
it
like in,
call it what it is.
Kind of like in
Little Nicky with the Popeyes chicken.
like that.
Say
But
wait.
no, they do TiVo in the movie
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. Thank you. Yeah,
I don't remember that in Tropic
Nuts.
Thunder.
You're getting your TiVo.
You were supposed
Matthew
to. Yeah, it's
McConaughey
Matthew
is
McConaughey's like the
his
agent.
whole fucking problem with, like, he goes to Vietnam to find Ben Stiller, And like as they're like flying away and getting away, the bad guys are about to shoot a missile at their helicopter, and Matthew McConaughey throws a TiVo box up in the air and it hits the missile.
It's been too long since I've seen that
It's a
movie.
huge deal about the fact that Ben Stiller said, I didn't get my TiVo. And he was like, that was in his contract. And he goes and tries to get him his TiVo. Yeah.
There are like two things that I remember about that
We're
movie.
also
Three
promoting
things.
TiVo a lot right now.
What's that?
I said we're promoting TiVo a lot right
I have a
Yeah.
lifetime subscription to my old standard def TiVo box that
Bust it out, baby.
I eventually gave to Jacob, and he used to watch basketball for a very long time.
All right.
So they meant lifetime subscription, but to that one box. Like when I tried to get a new TiVo box for like HD, no, that only applies to the
now.
one
No,
you
you paid
purchased.
SD money, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like, oh, okay, well, I'll just get this new digital box then from my cable company. Thank
Yeah.
you. Goodbye.
Is TiVo still around or not? Right?
They're still a thing.
There are.
I don't know
they're
if
still a
they're
thing.
like what they were. I think there's like companies use TiVo technology in their
Gotcha.
as part of their brand. Like this is DirecTV featuring TiVo or
see.
something like that. Not exactly, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if TiVo is actually its own thing.
Hardware?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Consumer hardware.
like
They're like Sega now.
Sega. Exactly. Just took the word right out of my mouth. Like it's everywhere. It's in something. You know.
Mario and TiVo go to the Olympics
Yeah.
2021.
Reign Over Me. Never heard of that
Don't
one.
know.
I didn't want to watch. I wasn't interested in that one. That was like straight drama.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
No,
that one was
didn't see that one.
actually not terrible.
Really, it wasn't
It
terrible.
was entertaining. I
Yeah.
won't say it was great, but
Yeah.
it was okay. I mean, it was Kevin James was in it with him.
Right.
Not a bad one. It
Okay.
was funny. It was
I
entertaining.
remember seeing the trailer. and
you know,
being
I honestly
like,
think it-
I don't know.
I think it sent a little bit of a positive message towards
Good.
like, same-sex
Okay.
marriage
Good.
and stuff.
That's
you know?
what I was worried that
These two dudes get married so that they can.
Right, but based on the trailer that I saw, I'm glad to hear you say that because based on the trailer I saw, I got the impression that it was the opposite.
I might
Because like in the trailer, I don't know, it's been a long time, but I remember like, two guys getting married.
That's crazy.
I might watch it now.
What are
and
they
be
gonna
like,
do?
"Ooh."
Kiss?
But I seem to remember it sending a pretty positive
Good,
message.
okay.
If I'm
That's-
wrong,
I'm glad to hear
correct,
that.
I'm wrong, but I think it was okay.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
Strange Wilderness.
That one I
No
did
idea.
Not know.
You Don't Mess with the Zohan. 2008.
Which I haven't seen.
That was okay. That was all right.
Really?
It
That
was
one.
weird. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was
yeah.
funny because his character Zohan. It was that.
I feel like that
character
was closer
funny.
to classic Sandler than I'd seen.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it definitely was.
So I watched that one.
yeah, I like it.
That's a recommend?
That's got Dave Matthews as the redneck terrorist.
Right.
And it's again, it's Adam Sandler doing a character, which that's good. It's okay.
Okay.
Then the House Bunny. I think that was with
House Bunny is one of my favorite movies from that time.
Ferris.
Anna Faris,
I
yeah.
love House Bunny.
I haven't seen it, but I kind of,
good.
but I wanted to.
Loved it. Loved
bedtime
it, loved it.
Don't have
stories.
Tommy
was
Lee
so
Jones in it
cute
or
in
some
there.
shit.
Saltines, are you feeling not so great? You okay?
Who said saltine?
Did you say
He said
saltines?
Tommy
I
Lee
said Tommy
Jones.
Lee Jones.
I'm super worried
Or
about.
as his friends call him, Old Saltine.
Saltines.
Saltines.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just super worried about you because you looked. I don't know.
Tommy Saltine. You know.
If you're gonna spew into this.
What was the last one you said?
Bedtime stories.
I don't remember that
No
one.
idea.
And the big one, 2009, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I never saw that
It was good.
movie.
It was good.
Yes.
It was funny. Kevin
Yes.
James again. You know, it's not. The
Yeah.
Hey,
People don't like Kevin James's work a lot, but
like
I've only
Kevin
really
James.
seen him in King of Queens,
which was great. He's
I like
the
King
same
of
guy
Queens.
in all those movies as he is in King of Queens.
Yeah.
He's Kevin James.
Doug
playing
Heffernan.
Kevin James. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Funny people after that. I like
I haven't seen Funny People.
Which
It was
one
good.
was that one?
It's where he's like the rich stand-up. He's the rich comedian who then like kind of takes another comedian under his wing, and he goes to try to win back the girl he felt he was been in love with his whole life.
I never saw that.
She
one.
married somebody else, Eric Bana. That was the one where like he felt like he was falling asleep, and he's like, "Hey, tell me about the first time you fingered a girl." As he falls asleep.
Right.
Oh, Eric Bana, Faux Hulk, as I like to call him.
Yep, there you go.
Fazana Hulk.
Just go with it.
No,
Familiar with
don't.
that
I don't
one.
know.
Zookeeper, which is another Kevin James.
So wait, there was not only the Rob Schneider movie in which he plays a zookeeper that gets animal powers, but there's also a movie called Zookeeper.
with Kevin James.
Oh,
With
and,
Kevin
and
James.
Grown Ups. I skipped over
Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2 were good.
Grown Ups
They
in
were
Boy,
2010.
Selma Hayek.
Never
Ooh-wee.
seen those either.
I haven't seen him either.
Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star. That's the one the guy with Reno 911.
Oh, okay.
2011. Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill
Notoriously
was
his worst.
Yeah, I didn't see
bad.
that.
It was bad. He played himself as a twin of himself. Only one was female, one was male.
That's My Boy in 2012.
Is that the sequel to Grandma's Boy?
Hope so. Hotel Transylvania.
Oh God, I only found out recently
That was a
that the
pretty good
Hotel
movie.
Transylvania movies were like Adam Sandler
Yeah,
joints,
he's
and that
Dracula.
he is the voice of Dracula.
I didn't know
I
that.
did not know that until like
My
probably
kids
last year.
really like those
Yeah,
movies.
so do mine.
And he's
I haven't
got a
seen
lot
them.
of the same
They're good.
people that are in
Like, it's
his
entertaining.
other movies, like his troupe that he tends to bring along with him, are in Hotel Transylvania.
Like Kevin
as well.
James and Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I think
and-
they're like. I think Kevin James might be in there.
That does.
somewhere.
I mean, no, I wasn't joking. I mean,
yeah,
I
those
was
guys.
like-
Those guys are. I think that's like that same
Yeah.
general crew that he uses.
Spade, Chris Rock. Here Comes the Boom. Another Kevin James is the fighter, the teacher who becomes
Oh,
a
Never
movie
did get to
fighter.
see that one.
Grown Ups 2. Then Blended that we talked about. Where he's
they missed the opportunity to grown her upper. Grown her
grow up or nerve.
just rolls off the tongue. It's a marketing opportunity.
Top 5.
Don't know that one.
2014. Men, Women, and Children.
Don't know that one.
These must be the Netflix ones, right?
Maybe.
No, I think the Netflix one starts with that cowboy movie.
The Cobbler.
That was actually a good movie. It was. I'm not going to say anything about the Cobbler other than
It's about Cobbler.
just watch it because it has a very unique. I watched it when I watched that movie. I went in not knowing the first fucking thing about it. I watched it completely blind from any kind of knowledge.
As
of
in, he
what it's
didn't even
about.
know Adam Sandler. Like it was. An
I
Adam
knew he
Sandler
was
okay,
in it,
Okay.
but I didn't know exactly what it was about.
Gotcha.
We just watched it, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was silly, but I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Give it a shot.
Then Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
The obligatory
Tadpog's favorite, Pixels.
Pixels. Yeah. Patreon.com/TADPOG.
Then I Am Chris Farley.
You're not.
I've got video of me doing impressions of him, though. Back in high school.
Do you have that? Because we are lacking in Patreon content right now. so
Melissa does
we can
somewhere.
upload that. That would be
Melissa
pretty great.
does.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we watched it, a few years ago.
Oh, we got to get that up there.
you're legally obligated.
We have to get
Just
that up
saying.
there.
Hotel Transylvania 2.
Right.
You can never leave. Is what
The
subtitle-
Ridiculous 6.
That is the
There we go.
Netflix movie, and
Netflix.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it was fucking horrible.
What is it?
The Ridiculous Six.
Oh, no.
It was a Magnificent Seven parody on Netflix. I heard it was awful.
the Do-Over.
I don't know.
No
Then-
idea.
Then
Familiar.
Sandy Wexler. I know that's another Netflix one.
So there was one of them that people were telling me was actually pretty good. Maybe it was that one. I don't know. But I did hear a rumor that one of the Adam Sandler Netflix movies was good. I don't know if that might have been like a.
It was probably
you
Hubie.
find it.
It was probably Hubie Halloween. I haven't seen Hubie Halloween.
That's his latest one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hubie Halloween, but I heard it was pretty funny.
There's then the Meyerowitz stories.
Don't know that one.
Puppy.
Okay.
The Week of.
Are
Nintendo
these
dogs.
real or are you just saying words?
This is
Like,
kind of Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation.
The Requiem.
Murder Mystery. Uncut Gems.
I need to see that.
Uncut
only-
Gems is the fucking one out of all these.
Yeah.
If you don't want to,
I really want to
if
see
you don't
it.
want to
Adam's-
fuck with any of the others, watch Uncut Gems.
yeah,
It's not
for,
funny.
For real. No,
It's
it's not.
not
It's
funny
not a
at
comedy
all.
in the slightest.
Is Joe Dirt in it?
He is not.
All right.
But we'll be watching.
And then in
Joe
2020, The Wrong Missy and Hubie Halloween. And then to be announced, Hustle and Spaceman.
Dirt. Okay.
I could also
Spaceman.
tell you how much money each of the several of these made.
What's the highest grossing?
Had to be Uncut Gems, right?
It looks like anything higher than 200.
When did Uncut Gems come out? Was that during COVID?
It was a couple years before.
It was
COVID.
before, okay.
Like I want to say 2018, 2019.
Okay.
The highest one that I'm seeing at 272.2 million
Paul Blart.
grown-ups.
Grown up.
I could see that. I could see that.
Grown-ups 2, 247
Oh!
million.
This is why sequels exist.
That's one of the-
Pixels got 244 million.
That's one of the strange things about that is that's one of those rare sequels that was as good as, if not maybe a little better than the first one. And I think Pixels did what it did because it brought in the children.
Yeah, and Pac-Man and all that.
Fans
all that
of
stuff.
old video games like us, yeah.
His first huge moneymaker was The Wedding Singer, 123 million.
I believe that.
That's a good. I think The Wedding Singer.
Just the
Airheads?
soundtrack alone was so good. When he's like,
I was
and when
listening
he's
to
like,
The Cure.
get out of my Van Halen T-shirt before you curse the band and they break up.
Right. Yes.
Airheads made 5 million.
All right.
Billy Madison 25.
Okay.
Happy Gilmore 41. Bulletproof 22. And then Wedding Singer 123. Waterboy 190. Big Daddy 228 million.
Wow.
Little Nicky 58 million.
Damn.
Oh, that's why it hurt so bad.
Yep.
It's
For
coming
sure.
Off those big ones like that.
And that was the one that the movie studio threw everything behind. And yeah.
It's like the Waterworld problem.
I've never seen Waterworld.
God, you people.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
I've seen.
you all need help.
I've seen Waterworld. Okay. Yeah.
I want you to see
We'll play the
Waterworld.
game.
I
Like
was-
it's
Like I watched it
Is
once.
it good? When when it
Yes.
came out, it was like that's a dad movie, and I'm a kid.
You're not a dad. You're a dad now.
But now I
You should watch
am.
it.
But I wasn't then.
You should watch
So now I get to watch it
It's
in the
been
living
out
room,
for
and
like
now my
30
son gets to be
They
bored.
say that the modern day Don Quixote is Waterworld.
It's
You
not-
watch it as a boy,
It's not bad.
as a man, and as an old man, and you learn something
That's
about yourself.
Dances with Wolves, the other Kevin Costner film.
Okay,
right,
that's the one. That's the one I haven't seen. I've never seen Dances with Wolves.
Oh,
What?
I haven't either.
I
man,
haven't seen that one.
it's a long one.
I heard
It's long. I mean, you fucking sat through Waterworld multiple times, so I'm pretty sure you can
handle
make it through.
I got no
Dances
problem with
Wolves.
it. I just never got around.
You ever
to
seen
watching
Legends
it.
of the Fall? You can,
Yes,
you can make it through.
yes,
I haven't seen
absolutely.
Legends of the Fall.
I haven't seen
It's
that
a good
either.
movie. It's a good movie.
I've heard that. I've heard that. There are a lot of movies that I've heard are good, and have like Grandma's Boy.
I wish
and
we
Half
need
Hour.
to-
That's
We
a
need
good
to-
statement for me to make. There are a lot of movies I heard are good.
Yeah,
Fuck a Star Trek.
People tell me
podcast.
that.
all the time.
It doesn't faze me.
John, fuck a Star Trek podcast. We need a podcast where we watch the movies these two motherfuckers never saw.
Yeah, which is a lot of them.
Yeah.
You have a large catalog to choose from.
Well, the list of movies I haven't seen that everybody thinks I should have
Probably.
seen is also pretty fucking large. So, yeah, I went a long time there where I just didn't watch any movies.
Same,
I
man.
don't know why.
That is all I have done for the last 48 years. is
Yeah.
watch movies and TV, and I've still missed a lot of things that I should have seen. Like I only just saw The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly for the first time like last year.
It's a really good movie.
So
is.
fucking good.
It's a really good
I loved
trilogy.
that movie. Oh yeah,
I
the
need
whole
to watch
We
the
watched the whole
others.
trilogy one
Oh,
day.
you did?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we recently watched a like 4K remix of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Like they did it, they color corrected it and did all this stuff. It was so beautiful.
The music in those movies are really, really
it's
good.
classic.
I've seen one Clint Eastwood movie,
Dirty Harry.
The Outlaw Josie Wales.
Gran Torino.
Unforgiven.
Oh,
Gran
Gran
Torino.
Torino is a good one.
I liked Gran
That's a
Torino.
good movie.
I
Yeah,
did like
I
it.
like Gran Torino.
There's a movie where I can't remember. He plays a Secret Service agent. What is
In the Line of
In
Fire.
the Line of Fire is amazing.
Didn't you
Fucking
see
good movie.
I thought-
Unforgiven is amazing.
$1 Million Baby?
$1 Million.
Nope.
No, you hadn't seen it. I thought you saw that one. Wow, that's a
I
good
saw
one.
the
One of
end.
his movies.
Well,
You
you're,
saw the end.
you're set.
What the fuck, man? No.
I knew what happened, and it's like I want to see her break her neck.
No. It doesn't have any connotation. There's no
No.
emotional attachment
None.
to it. It's
None at
just
all.
terrible.
Ruined on me.
Oh.
Ruined.
Oh.
That's like not knowing to pray at the end of Earthbound.
Yeah, you're right. Losing and shutting it off. Never going back to it.
No, that was a good movie. And I wish you hadn't seen the end of it. It makes me genuinely kind of sad.
Yeah, I'll never get to have that experience. Save for
Because it got me.
Darth Vader telling Luke.
Oh, it got me too.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe it. It's like, God damn it.
Darth Vader telling Luke what, Tyler? Don't.
that they're related in some manner.
God.
Did you learn
How did you find out?
The
I
Simpsons?
know, right?
Was it when Homer's leaving the theater? I can't believe Darth Vader's Luke Skywalker's father.
That's a funny thing.
It's like, ah.
Dude, hey, my friend, a friend of mine that I work with, took his son and they watched all of Star Wars, like starting with Episode 1, like they did it chronologically, and his son had no idea. Like he had never watched any Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it's like when they got, well, he was like, he would text me every now and then and be like, yo,
It's coming.
well, no, even before that, he'd be like, yo, he loves Anakin. He thinks Anakin's the fucking greatest thing ever. He's
Can't
like,
wait for his
man,
fucking hopes
when
and
they
dreams
wouldn't
to be
make-
shot.
he was like, man, when they wouldn't make him a master, my son was like, man, they just messed up. Like I can't believe they didn't make him a master. Like
They kinda did
he's
mess
like
up.
the best fucking one.
They
Like,
kind of did mess
A
up.
lot of things could have been avoided if they'd have just let him sit in the
Kind of
fucking
did
room.
mess up.
It was like, man, when he like realized that Anakin was bad, he was just like crushed.
Yeah.
Like just didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Tell me, did they watch Rogue One between
Yes,
3
they
and
did.
4? So they got to see Darth Vader at
Yeah.
his
that
absolute
scene.
worst.
Yeah.
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 I've seen
For
seen
sure.
some YouTube videos and some TikToks of people recording their kids watching Empire Strikes Back for the first time.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
just like their reactions.
He had
to,
no
to that
idea.
scene.
He was
Yeah.
like, dude, he couldn't fucking believe it. Like I was like, that is so amazing that
Yeah.
you got to see him, get
Be
all
like
this,
what happened with me.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's.
As the only Gen
Except for
X at
the-
this table, Ian, yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I knew obviously what was going to happen in the prequels.
And John,
We
too.
knew that Anakin was.
I think 79 is the cutoff for Gen X.
Yeah.
They keep moving that goalpost though.
That's the thing,
No,
though.
I'm Gen
I am,
X. I'm 73.
culturally, I am right in between. You
Yeah.
know, like I mean, I get
It
a lot of
goes
the Gen
from
X stuff.
Look,
my
man,
understanding
millennial
is
stuff,
it's like
but-
72 to 83 is Gen X.
Really? 83. We're going all the way to fucking Return of the Jedi.
I feel like it used to be that, and then
mean-
I do feel like they keep moving that goalpost, which I
Yeah.
am grateful for because they're like, "Don't worry, man, you're not that big of a fuck up.
They
That's fine.
They define.
You're not with the rest of your generation. Hey, you're with everybody. Is everything didn't work out for them."
They define Gen X by like the fact that we were left. Our parents worked. Both
Oh,
our parents worked. We were left at home alone a lot.
Yeah.
That was my life. I mean, I was home by myself most of the time. when I
So
was
is that
a kid.
not the same for like millennials? I mean, like I
Here's
would
the
think
one
that
I'm
it's both parents
Not
working.
typically?
yeah.
But
No?
they have more. They have more of the ability to keep an eye on the kid, or to send them to this, or to send them to that.
yeah, you pay
Like-
for daycare.
like
or
daycare
you
and
pay
stuff.
for an
Me,
after school
Right.
growing
program
up,
Okay.
or whatever.
was-
So you're talking like latchkey kind of like
Yes, the
situation.
latchkey kid. That was me. I was
Right.
home by
I have-
myself most of the time. My parents would leave to go like on a vacation.
Yeah.
and they would leave me at home to sit with the dog for
Yeah.
a week. You know,
I have
and
a
was
10-year-old.
like fucking 14.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
have
I
a
mean?
10-year-old. I
Sounds
want to
pretty
think I
good.
was staying
it
at
does sound
home
pretty good.
when I was
I would've
like
loved it.
probably 12.
Oh, it's awesome.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not
Right around
mad
that-
at all. I'm
right around
thrilled that I
period,
didn't have to
and,
deal with
like,
it.
I can't imagine like him at 12. Just be like, yeah, we'll just leave him at home. He'll be fine.
Because
do
here's
that
where it
now.
says
Yeah.
Gen X, 3 different sources here say 65 to 80. Millennials are 81 to 96. Gen Z is 97 to 2012.
Oh.
And then Gen Alpha is that to current.
That has got to be backwards.
From what to
because
current?
Millennials are supposed to be the ones that were around the 2000s, not the early 90s. Gen
the
Z,
name.
it was Gen X, and then I thought it was I thought there was a Gen Y.
And that
I
got
think
changed.
Millennials
Yeah,
are, yeah.
millennial
Okay.
like kind of took Gen Y over. I
Really?
think- yeah, I think
Okay.
it was
I didn't know
absorbed.
But I'm definitely Gen
80
X.
to 81 to what was millennial?
But this will change.
81 to 96.
96. Well,
You were born in 80, though, right?
yeah, I was born in 80.
That
So.
Just
makes you
squeak
Gen
by.
X. That makes us both Gen X.
Yeah.
I'm a millennial by that definition, which I think is because like
An elder millennial.
when we started doing this show, honestly, I think we've had this conversation multiple times in the history of this podcast. And I do honestly think that when we started this, I was Gen X, and I'm like, no, now you're a millennial,
Yep.
which is, you know what? it doesn't matter. It's fine.
It doesn't.
It really does.
As long as you're not a boomer, it doesn't matter.
Which that is undefinable. If you make a comment
No,
that someone
you should-
doesn't agree with, then
should
you're
beat my dad.
Then
Then you'll know that boomers are real. It's a thing. I
Really?
promise.
Really?
Yeah, Dad's a boomer.
Really?
Dad's the boomer.
whoa,
Ooh.
I did not know.
He had a picture of Ronald Reagan in his house.
No, he didn't.
Oh yeah, boy.
Yeah,
It was my dad's thing. Like
your dad was Michael B. Keaton.
he had the picture of this current sitting president in our house up until Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Wow.
From
What?
Ronald Reagan.
Right.
Like he
What
didn't
a-
have Jimmy Carter's picture hanging up
You
in
didn't disrespect
Yeah.
Ronald
So-
Reagan in his house.
there. God, don't.
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, is there a story behind
Stroking
that?
out.
Oh,
There was
At one point, did you disrespect Ronald Reagan in your
I
house?
didn't, but a friend of mine did.
What? Tell me.
The picture of Ronald Reagan that my dad had hanging up in our living room was not a huge. It was like a oil painting or anything.
Yeah, just
It
like
was
a
like
little-
an 8 by
Kramer
10.
style.
It was a
Cool deal.
charcoal sketch he had done.
But
one
whatever
night.
the picture was,
An elephant painted it at the zoo.
Reagan was looking up and kind of, and his mouth was open, like slightly, just like it is, like you do.
Right,
His mouth was
sure.
open.
like
I
you
don't
do
know.
when you have Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I remember him.
He didn't know he had it yet. Anyway, a friend of mine came over and made a comment about the picture and said, "Oh man, he looks like he's waiting for the flies to go in his mouth or something." I can't remember
That's
what
a
he said.
very tame comment.
It was tame, but
Yeah.
my dad got mad. It
Yeah.
was like he can't come over here anymore. I'm like, why? Because he fucking insulted Ronald Reagan. He's like, that is our president. You do not talk about our president like that. I'm like, Jesus. All right. He can't come over, and I'm going to go with him. I'll be back in 8 years.
How do you talk about Obama?
Now, you know what, though? I will say this. He was that guy, that Republican, that Ronald Reagan, George Bush guy. But
Classic. Republican classic.
when my mom died and he remarried, when he remarried my stepmother, she's very liberal. She's like from California, and she's
That liberal
very
pussy got him
liberal.
acting
she was
crazy.
she's an old school, like a real hippie.
Well, don't
He
forget.
he has gotten much more mild in his. He was great with Obama. In other words, he hated Donald Trump, and he's all about Biden. He's calmed down a lot from that extreme right that he used to be,
Yeah.
that he raised me in.
There used to be a thing called compassionate conservative, and that was what George Bush, was like the first Bush, I should say.
He wrote a letter back
That
to me.
idea,
So he was
that
good.
idea is fucking dead,
Big fan.
and Trump is the guy that fucking killed it. Like that idea is gone.
At first, my dad was kind of brainwashed a little bit. He kind of thought, "Oh, wow, this is neat." When Trump got elected, oh my gosh, wow, this is going to be
An outsider,
this is going
man.
to be
This is gonna
great.
change
Yeah.
everything.
This is going to change.
Gonna
And
drain
then
the swamp,
about 90 days into the administration, he's like, "This idiot." I mean,
Man, I don't know.
He came around
if
in
it's-
that sense. He's softened a lot, but he used to be that guy. I mean, no joke. He was.
I don't think when a president gets elected, I don't want my reaction to be like, "That's neat."
Well, he's also pushing 80 at
Yeah.
this point, so lots of things are neat.
I think I think you get to a point where you're just like, well, we're rolling the dice on this guy. Let's see what the fuck happens.
Well, and that wasn't a knock against your dad. That was just
No,
I
didn't
just
take it that way.
a lot of thinking.
You don't want to be
That's
that way.
neat.
You don't want to be like, "Oh wow, neato."
Wow, yeah.
This guy who is literally a moron.
Hope it
So-
worked. Hope it
so
Well,
worked.
you've got weird
Should be
people like my
fine,
dad.
That guy that was like the reality TV guy. He's the president now. Oh shit, neat.
I mean, Ronald Reagan was an actor. This could work.
I think that my father at the time bought into the rhetoric. I think he
A lot of people did.
believed
A lot of
it because it kind of harkened back to some of his old school values that, and I think he thought it was going to be like the Reagan administration, which he was a big fan of,
Obviously.
but it obviously didn't turn out that way. And he's had a lot of, I'd say, very positive influence coming from my stepmom and very liberal, positive. He got a side. He's getting a side of this thing, this politics and all this stuff from her that he never would have gotten from my mother, because my mother knew better than to ever fucking open her mouth to him regarding politics. It just was. It was one of those old.
That's a conservative household.
It was one of those old school conservative households where my father was respectful to my mother. I mean, it was fine, but it was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, you know. But he's a boomer, and it was back then that
They were head of household.
women,
No one questioned
women
the
do
man.
your thing. Shut up. Don't question me. This is the way our house is. But I knew my mother, and she wouldn't have really believed in that shit.
Yeah.
She just went along with it because that's what my dad did.
It's like it's better not to make a
That's
fight.
the way
Yeah,
we
don't
grew up.
make any
That's the way I
waves.
grew up, because I got two boomers for parents, and they were all about it.
Because I remember my dad voted for Perot back in the day.
I voted for Perot. Come on.
Can
He
I finish?
He
Guy
loved
was
Ross
the man.
Perot. Yep.
What's that?
Can I finish? All I know about Ross Perot's from Dana Carvey and Preston. So.
Then he
I thought I
voted for.
interrupted you earlier.
Can I
and you were
finish?
actually
Can I
asking
finish?
me.
Can
I finish?
I was so
I
sorry,
did the
dude.
same thing too. I was like, what was he talking
Can I finish?
Can I
The
finish?
first time I voted for president ever, when I voted for Ross Perot, because I even knew then, he's like, I don't need y'all's money. I got my money.
Yeah.
I'll take, just, whatever. I love the guy. I thought he was great.
Yeah. And then he voted for Nader after that.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
kind of a surprise. Yeah, I'm also
Ralph
a little shocked
Ralph
that he.
Nader.
No,
he
Jake
didn't like.
Nader.
He didn't,
From down the street. He
Yeah, the
just
one that
wrote
lives
him
down
in.
the street. He works on 2 cycle engines.
I don't think he
Darth
didn't like.
Nader.
I don't think it was out of a love for Nader. He just didn't care for Bush or Gore. So he went
Went
Nader.
the
I
lesser of
fucking
two
get it.
evils.
He could not. He could not
Sure.
get in line fast enough to vote for Obama twice.
Oh.
Fucking loved Obama.
My dad voted for Obama twice, and he did. I think he did vote for Trump again. My bad. Right?
So did
It's
my
what-
dad. That's why I don't understand. Like,
But
loved Obama.
He
Also voted for Trump.
He actually
Twice.
this
Dude,
last
that
time
appeal is so
voted for
weird.
Biden, which was weird. I think it was really odd. Aside from Obama, that's the only Democrat I think my dad's ever voted for. Go
Yeah,
figure.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's a boomer thing.
I also
You wouldn't
know. I also
understand.
know he started watching more Fox News around
Yo.
2016.
That'll
So
do
when
it.
he tells you, "Todd, did you hear this?"
Yeah.
Tell me where you heard it from. No.
Yeah, I heard it on Reddit from people making fun of what you just told me.
3, 2, 1 contact. Oh my god. That's where I heard it.
Wow.
So I get all my political news.
You are full of the deep cuts tonight.
You're welcome.
Good job.
Little Nicky's a good movie. Check it out.
Do you have any achievements for Little Nicky?
Maybe. Let me look real quick. Do you?
No.
You guys?
Hellboy, Escape Hell.
That's pretty good. I do like
you go.
that. I do have an achievement. One achievement. Surely I do. That came in from somebody, I bet. Entitled Ruin Grimm's Month. In order to unlock Ruin Grimm's Month, play Little Nicky all month long. Woo!
That's
Ric
who I got a
Flair, woo.
message from.
Have you seen Ric Flair on these commercials lately?
No, I barely know who
He's
he
doing
is.
some commercial for some rent-to-own thing or some home insurance or something, and he does the woo like 8 times in 30 seconds, but it's awful. It's sad. It's
Really?
He's
It's-
Gen X's Burt Reynolds.
he can't get it.
no.
He can't get it up.
No.
Yeah, it's sad.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't.
That achievement came from Guitar Man Dalton of the Steam Machine podcast.
Woo! 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 Wake up.
And 3, 2, 1 contact
Why don't you-
was on.
why don't
for
you put on a little
long time.
makeup?
Sorry.
3D1 Contact. That was my shit, dude. They had a
80 to
monthly.
88.
They had a monthly column, I guess, in there about how to program shit in BASIC. So I thought
Oh,
that was
shit.
neat. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
remember like it was like a TV.
Yeah, they had a show too. Yeah, I didn't watch
what
the
I
show
remember.
as much as I read the magazine, but yeah, yeah, I don't.
Or 3, 2, 1 contact, and then later it was like what was it, Channel 1? They would show. it at
Yeah, with
school.
Linda
Channel
Ellerby.
One.
School, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
we had that
Anderson
at
Cooper
Tillman.
when he was like super young.
Anderson Cooper was on. I don't remember that.
Pretty
That's
sure,
wild.
yeah.
Is that all the achievements you have?
Yeah, I just had one, but I didn't really push him that hard on the stream
Gotcha.
because I kept just pointing out whenever like the woman would take her shirt off in the game.
The good part.
The good part, honestly, probably the best part of the game.
Shirt. Everybody. See the scene where she takes off her shirt.
That's a good achievement. What we should do is, you know, those shirts that you can buy that have like a woman in a bikini, like on a white shirt. We should take the pixel art of the woman in the beginning and put that on a shirt.
Perfect.
Yeah. White headband, white wristbands. Look like you're stretching. You're about to play baseball or basketball.
Some softball done at Noble Park.
How to stretch? My ass hurts.
Yeah. We take our dog to the vet to get
Give me a
that taken
rub.
care of.
Give me a rub. I didn't
You-
say
you-
I needed my glands.
Do you want me to I'll express your anal glands, Ian.
Something about your
We'll get
ass
the bathtub
stretch.
and I'll do it.
But this is the last time.
I'll put peanut,
Sure it is, Dave.
I'll put peanut butter in your mouth and hold you down the bathtub.
Must be Thursday.
We do have a package that you mentioned
Yeah.
earlier. This came in from Big Dick Pie Baker, a.k.a. Chris Vaughn, who I want to give like a major shout out to because that Game Boy that I've been talking about
Oh shit.
for a long time
Forget about this.
came in, and
Oh, that looks good.
it is amazing.
So great.
It is
Holy
an
shit.
original Game Boy that he has modded with a backlit screen that is adjustable. The brightness of the screen is adjustable. The color of the screen is adjustable. It's amazing. It's an oversized screen. This is all like inside original Game Boy hardware, which is a big deal to me.
I want it so bad.
There's like a new amp for the speaker in there, so this thing gets loud, which is really nice. And my favorite thing about it is the lithium-ion battery that's put in. It's got like 20 hours of battery life, and it's rechargeable USB-C.
USB-C charger.
Holy shit.
It is my new favorite thing.
Alright.
It is.
I can confirm it is very, very, very cool.
It's awesome. I love
I
it.
always wanted a Game Boy as a kid and never had one, and that is the Game Boy that adult John fucking wants.
Well, if you want one, you
Yeah,
can get one. Not at Rent One, but just let Chris Vaughn know. I asked, I was like, what's the best way people can get in touch with you? And he said, just track me down in TADPOG Nation. So if you're on the Facebook group, if you're in the Facebook group and you want something done, because he doesn't just do this. I'm actually, the next thing I want him to do is we're talking about getting a Game Boy Advanced SP modded out as well. And I'm excited for that that too. I could have gone with like a Game Boy Color, but it was really important to me to have a Game Boy that was like the one that I had as a kid. You know what I mean? I wanted the
yeah, absolutely.
the DMG one, the brick, the beige brick.
perfect.
I wanted that.
It's not even like it's not even all like. It's still gray.
Yeah. It's not yellowed or anything like
No.
that. He cleaned it up. I saw the original photos.
Yeah.
And it was pretty nasty, and he did
How?
a wonderful job.
He's the man.
Yeah. Chris, holy shit. Like
Yeah,
seeing
it's-
this thing, I am so fucking impressed
It's
with your work.
impressive.
I love
Like I've
it.
never
It really
seen a
is.
Game Boy
I love it.
that didn't have like an orange hue to it.
I love
This
it.
looks amazing.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like
beautiful.
it came
It's
out
great.
of the fucking box.
So he does
Solid
a bunch of other stuff, GBA, hacks, and like all that. If you want to get in touch with him, Tadpog Nation on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. There's also the Discord that he hangs out on. That's bit.ly/Tadpog Discord. Highly recommend it. Very reasonably priced. I mean, it's great all around. What's wild is like, this is silly. I mean, it's like, he shipped this out. I remember getting a message from him after Nicky and I watched In the Heights, which was Saturday. And he's like, okay, I shipped it out. From across the country, this came in like 2 days later from
Nice,
flat rate
nice.
USPS, which it blows my mind because it's like I'm thinking about Christmas
You're
time.
still waiting for that
Right,
shirt.
right,
Still waiting
exactly.
on stuff from Christmas.
So, but that's not all that he sent because he said that he also had some stuff for the show that he wanted to send in.
Nice.
And I told him, well, yeah, just throw that stuff in with the Game Boy, and we'll be good to go. There is a letter that came with it, which says, "Booty doo Tadpog, what have we here? Goodies from the factory. First off, enjoy the Game Boy, Dave. Thank you, I do. It's great. Now the goodies. First is my contribution to the Earthbound Shrine.
Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris.
And I believe this is it. If you could pass that to Tyler. This is a repro
It's beautiful.
Wow.
with battery save of Earthbound on the SNES with a standard size box.
It's beautiful, Chris. It's beautiful.
Also,
You're my secret Santa, and I still haven't shipped yours out, and I feel even worse.
if you could pass that to Tyler as well, because I think he's probably the one he'd appreciate the most. Also, a repro GBA cart of Mother 1 and 2 with completed translations.
Wow.
Completed translations of both games.
Because the one I have is only Mother 3, so now I
There
have...
you go. You got all of them.
Perfect.
GBA.
That is so
That's the one I'm
cool.
missing. I don't have Mother 1 up there, so
Nice.
perfect. Now this is the whole thing up there. Oh, Chris.
I know, right? I know.
I'm such a bad secret Santa. And, oh, Chris.
And your birthday's tomorrow, July the 2th.
My birthday's
So,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It is now. Yeah.
Chris
good
continues. Next are a few repro SNES carts, seeing a trend here. First game is a ROM hack based on Super Mario World called Toad's World, where our boy Toad is the hero. I've seen a YouTube video on this, and it looks pretty fun.
Little label and everything.
Fun little piece that I've had trouble getting to play on my clone console, but definitely works on original hardware, which, original hardware.
That's awesome, man. It looks legit.
Yeah.
Like, we got the warning sticker on the back of the cartridge.
Next up is Rendering Ranger R2, which I haven't heard of this one, developed by Manfred Trenz, the director behind the Turrican series, which we just covered, Super Turrican, so that's nice. It never got a U.S. release and was extremely limited in Japan. As the name suggests, it has pre-rendered graphics a la Donkey Kong Country and plays a lot like the Turrican games with top-down shooter stages here and there. It's a hard game. And then we've got Nightmare Busters 2, which I mixed the carts up, apologies for that, is a two-player co-op run and gun that was scrapped in 1995, but picked up and completed in 2010 by a French company. It's also a hard game, and that is an understatement. And lastly, this is the one that I'm most excited about, and maybe your dad too, Ian, I don't know, is Socks the Cat.
Nice.
Rocks the Hill.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, a Super Nintendo game based on the cat of former President Bill Clinton,
Calling Terry right now. Hang on.
which Tyler and I have talked about
Yep.
several times way back in the day. It was scrapped in 1994 due to the publisher being shut down. The game was completed after a collector got a hold of the prototype and ran a Kickstarter campaign that released the completed game in 2018. And
This was a fucking real thing.
this was a real thing. And yeah, it was never finished. and, yeah.
Wow.
That's hilarious. I love
But now it is, and now we're
White
holding
House
it
back there.
in our hot little hands.
That's awesome.
Hope you enjoy the goodies. And then he gives some
That's my
instructions.
dude.
So yeah, Chris, thanks, man.
Holy shit,
These are
Chris.
awesome.
That's wild, man. That's awesome.
These are awesome.
Really neat stuff.
So yeah, Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, thanks, dude. And if you're interested in having anything done, like especially like his Game Boy stuff is really, really good. And especially like the shots that I've seen of like all his like Game Boy Advances and stuff like that. Like if you are in the market for any of that kind of stuff, highly recommend. And I just love that we have somebody in the nation who
Oh my God!
can
Yes.
do
Oh
this
my
kind of
God.
stuff. And yeah, it's great. So thank you.
Somebody else I kind of want to plug while I'm thinking about it too, and you're gonna have to help me with the name.
Okay.
But this person that does the little boxes, the
Cal
little
Sisto?
dioramas.
That's Apes and Capes. Right.
So he's got
saw
this
the
thing
Facebook
out
post?
there on
Yes.
the Facebook
Yes.
where he said he's gonna make one of these boxes featuring Tyler and Dave, and the best suggestion for which game and art to use is the one he's gonna do.
Yeah. It's amazing,
I'm
right?
Buying whatever it is.
Good.
I haven't had a chance to really get on and buy one of his other pieces.
He does
yet.
really good work.
He
does
really
amazing
does.
work.
The
It's
dioramas
amazing
are
work.
amazing, yeah.
But when the TADPOG one comes out, which I think is just an honor.
love it.
It's
I
an
love it
honor, really, isn't
so
it?
much.
That you guys are getting immortalized.
Yeah,
in this
absolutely.
thing?
And seeing the prototype, I got to tell you, I love being in Karibo's shoe. That is like a real
Yes.
fucking delight to see that. Like that really was like, okay, this is all right.
When he is done with Drew beat me to it. I was trying to get in there and
What did
type
he
it up.
say? I'm not on
Street Hockey
Facebook.
95.
Oh,
And
nasty
I
slap.
seconded that one, but he's gonna get the free one if that's what they pick. Whatever he picks, I don't care. I'm buying one just because that's the stuff. I
Nice.
think that is really neat of him
Yeah.
that he's doing that.
It is.
Yes.
It is very cool, and he's a really nice guy. And I honestly, we've been corresponding about like some things that we could do. And I'm kind of slept on it because I'm lazy. But like, I'm glad that he kind of took the initiative on this and did something because it's great. It's Apes in Capes on Etsy. So just search for Apes in Capes.
So great.
The work is amazing. It really is. And the stuff that he sent us earlier all looked great. And I keep mine in my game room, and I love it. The Ghosts and Goblins. It's good.
Yeah,
it's
I've got
really good.
They flank my Earthbound shrine, the two
Yeah,
I've
dioramas.
seen your Earthbound Shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Incredible.
it's really nice that we have people like this that are like in the community, and it's
And are good at shit.
we're lucky, right?
Yeah.
We're lucky. We really
Yes,
are.
Yes.
So there we go. Thank you guys.
Oh my god. Yes.
Such a great
Can I
box.
see it?
Yeah. Go for it.
I have a quiz if you guys would
Let's
like to
do
take
it.
a quiz
super
that came in
excited
from
about
one Ross Rachel Green.
Well, it's in this plastic.
I don't
so,
care.
like,
I don't want to put my nasty fingerprints on the plastic. It's pristine.
Please,
He'll
put your
wipe it
DNA.
down. Before
I'd
he
also
puts it
give
in the
this
shrine.
the beard and glasses of old Ric Flair.
Right.
Sorry,
There
I
you
forgot
go.
about beards
Oh.
and
It's
glasses.
okay. It's okay.
Urgh. Tyler,
I snuck it in there. It's
does
fine.
this belong on IGN's top 100?
No.
Okay. Does it belong on TADPOG's top 100?
No.
Now,
Game Boy Color games.
Game Boy
which
Color.
might not even be 100 of them.
Right.
So, yes,
Right.
it does. I think it does belong on
It's
that.
on that one.
All right. I've got a quiz here entitled Tie Me Up Daddy. So I'm glad that we have 4 daddies on this episode to
Yeah.
answer these questions.
And a granddad.
And a granddaddy.
4 rope bunny daddies.
Yes. You'll have to explain to me later what that means. Tyler, this
All right.
one more time.
So does that mean I'm off the hook for the whole anal
No,
gland?
no, no.
Shit.
I can
that means it's
multitask.
definitely happening.
That's part of it, dummy.
Ross begins, I've installed Linux on my Office PC again.
Why?
So he can type a root. He just likes to type a root.
You're like, I type root and I feel really cool.
Now,
I mean, you always feel cool
now
when
this
you
is-
type root.
now-
but, I mean,
Now, the John Turley that I lived with in the room that I shit the bed in totally gets where Ross is coming from with this.
I do, but like I'm so far fucking past.
You're
like
past that,
Linux
right.
or Unix or anything like that.
Unless
Like,
it's in the form of Mac OS, which is my jam.
yeah, just get a Mac, dude. You can type root all day, man. You just pop that terminal
root.
window open. And
You
you.
can even say, I am root.
Hey, I like
am
that.
I'm not like shitting on you, Ross. I love you, buddy.
kind of
I
are a little.
I'm so fucking over
You're not
Linux.
shitting the bed on him.
John, what's he going to do? Buy a ticket, fly over here and kick your ass? I mean,
I would take the ass
Oh, is
kicking.
this a challenge?
I would take
A
the ass
boxing
kicking
match?
to
Ron-
meet and hang out with Ross.
I want a boxing match.
Ross couldn't even push a car without getting hurt. I don't know if he's going to be able to fight John.
Especially since this is like.
John's going to wreck his boat
many
race.
years later.
Oh God. You don't want your boat race wrecked, man. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's like that's like a great feature of yours, man.
Dude, I want him to I want to watch that scene in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels where they're like they're talking in Cockney or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and they're subtitling it. I went without the subtitles, and I want Ross just to like translate it in real time.
Wait,
I
you
kn-
don't
you-
understand it?
Yeah, you've seen that movie enough times, and I think you've had that memorized.
I know. I still think it would be funny. I think it would be fantastic.
All right. Ross continues. This is something I do every few years. I will inevitably get frustrated by not being able to install some software that I need and strip it all out again. This time I have gone for a dual boot because I need Windows to record gameplay for the boys' YouTube channel, but everything else I am hoping to do in Linux. I also decided I really want an Xbox Elite controller. So I bought one, and although it's nice, I don't think it's 160 pounds nice.
It's not, Ross. I had one too, and
Is that
I
where you
loved
can
it.
pull the buttons out and replace them?
I
and shit?
loved it, and it had a great weight, and it felt really, really
160
good.
pounds is pretty heavy. I'd say it's a good weight.
It felt really good, and it was an amazing controller, but it was too expensive.
Makes you strong,
It was too
right?
expensive.
It's like train. I was like Gohan training with the Z sword.
You
and
put heavier springs in there, right? And
Yeah, you got-
your hands fucking just crazy.
That's how you train
Sold
Ninja
my
Warrior.
Elite controller to Kevin Link.
Oh, yeah. Link got your
I
Elite
believe it was
controller?
Kevin Link that
Nice.
got my controller for a song because I wanted someone to have it
Right.
without having to spend that kind of money because
Yeah.
it's that expensive and it's a good controller, but a lot of money.
Russ concludes. Anyway, for a change, this will be a quiz about Game Boy Color tie-ins. Buckle up, boys.
Here we go.
Shit.
At least they're tie-ins, right? I feel like we at least have some kind of like hint.
Foundation there to
Right.
work from.
They all look and sound dreadful. Enjoy. Are we ready?
Sure.
All right. First question. In this Disney game, you play as a ruler trying to regain his lost humanity.
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast? All right. You seem confident about that. Are we all good? I'm good with that. Are we all
Was
good?
he a ruler? I don't remember. Really.
He had a castle,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah,
He had a castle and servants.
Yeah,
and
fucking do it.
I'm down.
All right. Locking it in. It is The Emperor's New Groove.
Fuck.
Wow.
Damn.
David Spade. Speaking of David Spade,
Wow. Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
that's a movie I started and did not finish.
Me neither.
And it's a lot of it was because Henry literally 5 minutes within said, "What's this?" And I was like, let's watch something else.
It's
Yeah.
a good movie. It's a good movie. I've actually seen that one, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably one that I would need to watch by myself. Because, I mean, he bounced off it fucking hard and fast. Next question. This game stars a comic book hero and starts by taking photographs of a lab explosion. Spider-Man?
Spider-Man?
Photographs?
Gotta
Spider-Man?
be Spider-Man.
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 Right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Phil Spider-Man.
Phil Spider-Man. Locking it in. It is Spider-Man.
Good job.
Sweet.
Well done, everybody. Next question. This top-down shooter sees you killing enemies and rescuing Marines from an abandoned freighter named Thanatos.
Alien.
I don't know. I know one of the ships was the Harkness, but right? Right? I don't know.
I think you're
Thanatos?
right.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know. I'm thinking Marines.
Marines, that is
whatever.
true.
I'm thinking rescue. I'm thinking
Doom. Had a movie with The Rock.
I haven't seen that. Was that
Yeah,
good?
I think
the alien ships
was the
were
Rock
like
in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Prometheus
Oh, shit.
and
Let's also think of the era. This would have been like pre-2001, like late 90s. It could be Aliens.
Alien or Aliens. If it's Marines, it's Aliens.
And and
Yeah.
he says killing enemies, not ships or anything, and rescuing Marines.
I don't know. That's
Aliens.
Just
Killing enemies and not killing aliens because I give it away. So aliens.
just
Aliens,
straight
right?
Yeah.
grab it.
All right.
Whatever.
Aliens, locking it in. It is Aliens. Thanatos Encounter.
Nice.
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
Fan.
Thanatos.
Fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question. This game is based on a movie sequel of a popular Klasky Supo animated series.
Rugrats.
Has to be Rugrats, like Lost in Paris or something,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You're laughing and the Rugrats are lost in Paris?
Thank you. Audio memes. Are we good with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, locking it in. It is Rugrats in Paris,
Nice.
the movie. We're counting that
Nice. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kind of twice.
We said Rugrats and Paris. I mean, and Lost. Come
Didn't
on.
like Jay-Z and Kanye West do a Rugrats in Paris song? Sorry, I didn't go over it. This side-scrolling beat-em-up stars of Marvel Vampire Hunter.
Blade.
Has to be Blade.
Blade.
Locking it in. That is Blade. Next question. This role-playing game is based on a popular film and book series and is set in the famous school. Has to be Harry Potter, right?
Yep.
Potter.
It was also the last Game Boy Color game released in North
then
America.
it would be Harry Potter.
All right,
Sure.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
And the sure.
Locking it in. I wonder if the Hagrid is that Tyler. You're making a face. Are we good? What do you think?
I feel like I might be confusing like PlayStation though.
If you're thinking about that beautiful Hagrid, that's PlayStation.
PS1 Hagrid, yeah. You have 3 faces inside you.
Which one do you think it is? Or do you just want to say Harry Potter?
I think it's it's probably Sorcerer's Stone. I feel like I
Sorcerer's
can
Stone?
see it, and he's like reaching for the snitch.
It's got to be.
So that makes me think
Sorcerers
it could be.
or the Philosopher's Stone.
Depending on your region.
Depending on
Yeah.
your region.
All right,
and
locking
if it's
it in.
Ross, it's probably the
Probably
Philosopher's
philosophers, yeah. But that's like Full Metal Alchemist, so it can't be that.
Stone. Right.
Well, yeah, he had to kill people in order to get that Philosopher's Stone.
Locking it
to
in.
ignore equivalent exchange, like the Harry Potter movies do.
It is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh.
That's because I was wondering because like in the first one he doesn't. I don't think he does Quidditch
It's a late bloomer on the Game Boy Color, right? That shit
as late as little Nicky.
makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes me feel. The fact that there's a Harry Potter game on the Game Boy Color
Yeah,
and the
actually.
PlayStation 1
Yep.
makes me feel like an ancient man.
Little Nicky's 21 years old. Dave.
For some reason, I guess because I never saw it, that one's just like whatever. Next question. We're down to John. John, you can't leave. We're in the middle of a quiz. We need your help.
I'm sorry.
We'll wait.
No.
We're waiting, John.
I'm dying.
I hope if John can't get it up, he says I'm sorry in that exact same tone. Don't you fuck me, Turley. I'm sorry.
John, we're waiting for your erection in here. I hope he's not peeing.
left.
That could be.
hear his
I hope
car.
he didn't leave because I rode with him.
I'll get you out.
Let me tell you a story called Nicky's Car's been in the shop for
I
a week,
heard
and man,
the
that fucking
story.
sucks.
The air conditioning, yeah.
Oh, did I tell this story already? Oh, God.
It's fresh on my mind because I'm not done with last week's episode.
Wow, I
Just
forgot.
All you did was mention that the air conditioning in your wife's car.
Yeah, it's still broken.
sucked. And they didn't know they said they didn't know what the problem was, and you said the problem is the
The air conditioning doesn't work. Yeah,
Which proves you're a dad.
that is the promise, yeah. Next question, I guess. We're probably going to get it wrong, and if we do, it's John's fault.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This
He will know the
game
answer.
stars a popular comic book anti-heroine who uses her weapon, a whip, to assist in platforming. What comic book anti-heroine uses a whip as her weapon? If John were here,
It may be her weapon in the game,
Okay.
but not what she uses in the comics.
Silver Sable.
Was there a
I was thinking
No, I
Harley
don't-
Quinn.
Was there a Huntress character in comics?
Yeah.
Would she have used a whip? And would
No
they have
idea.
made a game out of it?
Simone
idea.
Belmont.
Yeah. So far, I feel like Harley Quinn is probably. But here's John to save us. John, this game.
I'm gonna say.
John, we need your help.
How fucked are you?
John, we need your help. This game stars a popular comic book anti-heroine who uses her weapon, a whip, to assist in platforming.
Catwoman.
Catwoman.
It's Catwoman.
You needed John here to
Gotta
get.
be.
You channeled his energy. I saw you.
passion.
You're a fucking thought necromancer. I saw it. What's the Stephen King?
Starring
the-
Halle Berry.
That's
the
an
cat
enchanter.
I wouldn't
is
have got
true.
it.
That
I
is
wouldn't
true.
have.
Catwoman, locking it in. It is Catwoman.
yes.
Nice.
Good
Yeah.
job.
It's like the Thrall subclass, isn't it? The prestige class.
Yep.
Next question. This game, based on a Disney film of the same name, sees the player searching for a hidden place.
Third Gully.
That's on a Disney one.
read
That's
that
on a
again.
Disney joint.
Read that again.
I
would
like
you?
Frank.
I like Fergully as well.
He's
But
hidden something in that clue. Read that again.
this game, based on a Disney film of the same name, sees the player searching for a hidden place.
The Secret Garden.
It's something like that.
Is it a
It's
visual
some-
novel?
That's a Johnny Depp. Oh, that's Secret Window.
Searching for a hidden place. A Disney film. It doesn't say animated film. I don't know if that helps us any.
Of the
There's
same name.
Of the same name.
There's an
Alice in
Atlantis. There's a
Wonderland.
Disney Atlantis movie.
Yes, there is. Search
there
for
you go, there you
Atlantis, I
go.
think.
Something
Is
like
that what it's called?
Yeah.
Search for Atlantis?
I'm down.
All right, let's lock it in. Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
That's
we
good
go.
enough.
We're,
Nice.
we're,
That's
we're taking
full
that one.
credit.
We're taking that one, yeah. Well done. Next question.
The Secret Garden.
It's a hidden place.
It is.
This is why we need you, bud. This game stars. I love you, by the way. This game stars another popular vampire hunter in a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Van Helsing.
That was fast.
Wow. Yeah.
Van Helsing.
It's like the only two vampire hunters. It's true.
That was process of elimination for me.
It's like, or Alucard, but I think that's happening.
All right.
It's
Buffy
a
the Vampire
tie-in.
Slayer?
If it's a tie-in, it could be Van Helsing. I don't know.
Side-scroll.
Van
though.
Helsing came out like
Came out
way
yeah,
after
the Hugh
Game Boy
Jackman.
Color,
Yeah, it sure did.
but I mean he existed before that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. What's another vampire hunter?
Aside from Blade,
Jesus Christ.
That is true.
Abraham Lincoln.
Vampire Hunter D.
Abraham Lincoln.
And that didn't
Vampire
get a Game Boy
Hunter
Color
D.
game, I don't think.
They make a Buffy the Vampire Slayer game.
Oh,
That would lend itself well to a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
I would say Buffy. I'd go
pretty
Buffy.
good.
I have
That's
no
pretty
idea. I
good.
just know like the time period.
The time
It's
That's
period.
pretty
right.
good.
that's a good guess.
I think Buffy. I'm thinking
You
Buffy.
thinking Buffy?
I think
You
we
wanna
go Buffy.
We're going Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yo, right here, bud. Right here.
Good call.
Nicely done.
Oh shit! I'm good for like
fucking
one.
It was-
every 4 or 5 episodes.
It was double packed with the Gilmore Girls game. I think. My
yeah,
God.
for that, for
Luke's
that Venn
Diner
diagram.
Disaster. Gilmore Girls.
You know, they need to have like a mash Gilmore Girls. Like, that Venn diagram overlaps a lot, right?
what?
It's not just me.
Oh, MASH. The show MASH. You'd be like a MASH.
Yeah, they just double pack that together. You know?
Oh, well done. Next question. This game loosely follows the story of the film, starting with Aladar, Zini, Suri, and Plio on the Lemur Island. I'm happy to pass my phone to any. I may have mispronounced these names.
Read it. Again.
This game loosely follows the story of the film, starting with Aladar, Zini, Suri, and Plio on the Lemur Island.
Madagascar?
Madagascar?
Could it be? I don't know.
I don't know when those
Madagascar.
movies came out. but-
Madagascar's pretty good.
It's a good
Pretty
movie.
good.
But is it that old?
Yeah,
I don't
because
know it. I don't know
Anna,
for
okay,
sure.
Anna turned 18 this year, and she wanted a Madagascar birthday. And finding shit for Madagascar was super hard because she was like 2 when it came out.
Now,
Oh, holy shit!
I'm not saying it's not Madagascar, but it does take place on Lemur Island. Does Madagascar take place in Madagascar,
I've never
or is
seen
Lemur Island?
Island or Madagascar.
I think they have to
I don't
get
know.
there.
I do
And the
not
lemurs are
remember.
big characters. so-
Lemurs are big characters in Madagascar.
Yeah,
Has
yeah.
to be that then,
I
right?
th- I say Madagascar.
All right, Madagascar. Locking it in. It is Disney's dinosaur.
Oh shit!
What? What?
That's not real. Move along.
I don't know. Little Nicky was real. Anything's possible. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. You guys are
This
gonna
is going to be a fucking Final Fantasy fuck, marry, kill.
No.
I'm going outside.
no. You're gonna love this one.
Okay.
Do you need to pee?
No, I need to get out of this hot room.
Okay. All
Go
right.
ahead. You're good. You're fine.
Fuck, marry, kill. Sonya Blade,
Ooh.
Katana, Melina.
I'll
Which
leave.
one's the fucked up alien?
Melina.
So kill Melina.
but she's royalty.
Wait.
Fucked up alien
so
royalty.
is Katana, though, right?
I think she is like.
Katana is.
I think her family was usurped by the Melina Shao Kahn.
Right.
Oh, I don't want to get involved with that, so I'll just fuck her and marry Sonya Blade.
Yeah,
That's
mine.
probably a good call.
Yeah.
Your dad would be proud too.
I had to
My
look
dad
her up.
too.
I didn't remember.
That's mine.
So we're all going that. I feel
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
Oh, John, are you doing research?
Sorry, I had to look up a picture. I didn't know
Which one did you look
Katana
up?
was.
Oh, Katana. She wears the blue. She's got the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. She all right.
You just don't want. You just don't want Melina to take her mask off.
Right.
Ooh, yeah, kill her. Fuck
Katana.
Marry Sonya Blade.
All right.
Yeah.
It's all four of us. Wow.
Like across the
It's
board.
an easy
yeah.
one, actually.
It is pretty easy. Next question. It's going to get harder from here on out. Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, Clarabelle Cow.
I'm going with the obvious.
Yes.
I'm killing
You're going to marry
Clarabelle.
Oh.
I'm killing Clarabelle.
No, Clarabelle's the only one who could take a fucking dick. Those two others, there's no way I could fuck that mouse and that duck as hard as I wanted. That cow, I can take that cow to Pound Town. So I'm either going to fuck or marry Clarabelle.
We weren't
Yeah,
at
but if
this
you think
moment
about
talking
them-
about you, Tyler. I'm killing Clarabelle, fucking Daisy,
right.
and marrying Minnie.
You're
You're going to marry Minnie?
I think.
I know you have a larger than average penis, Ian. You will kill Minnie Mouse.
No, if you think about it, how
on
long's it
purpose.
been since you watched fucking Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, man? I mean, they're huge. Like she's a huge duck,
Like a week ago,
and a
John.
huge fucking mouse.
I've got a 2-year-old,
in
John.
comparison with Clarabelle.
Now-
you know what
now-
I'm saying? Like they're not normal size.
Does it matter?
That's true.
Does it matter how big the duck is?
Well, I don't want Daisy. I know how those duck holes work.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
fucking killing
Oh.
Daisy. Killing Daisy. Donald Duck has
Wait.
broken off so many penises already in there
Oh,
in
well,
that maze.
that's a
of
good
shit.
point.
But that's assuming that her vagina works like a duck vagina.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's all.
They also
animal.
can't talk. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Ducks
Yeah,
don't
they don't
really
have
talk
like
or
vocal
wear
cords.
clothes.
So I'm
either,
assuming they're all working with like,
Humanoid.
pussies.
If they talk, they got pussies. That's how it works.
Sorry, Taryn.
read,
Super sorry, Taryn.
read a little Orson Scott Card. You'll know how this shit works.
I'm saying that, of course, because I'm going to marry Daisy Duck because, first of all, I don't want to fuck Mickey over. He's like the most powerful fucking mouse in Disney.
But Donna will murder you. We've seen it.
I feel like I could get the rest of the Disney universe on my side and be like, look, guys, we all know that Donald needs to be fucking dealt with, right? I mean, if anybody here could say that Donald has never been an asshole to them, please let me know. And then they'd be like, you know what? This guy's right. I think I want this guy to fuck that duck and not that duck. And then they'll all turn on him and it'll be fine. I don't want to.
Daisy has the best voice too. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Best eyelashes.
Definitely.
I'm marrying Daisy. I ain't even fucking Minnie. I'm that afraid of that mouse. So I'll fuck Clarabelle. And I'll kill Minnie, but under the guise of Donald. So
That way,
yeah.
Donald gets framed for it,
Right.
and Mickey fucks him over.
Right.
Fucks him up.
And I've seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, so I know how to handle that shit.
Okay. Good plan. Like it.
You can't argue with that logic.
It's bulletproof, like the movie with Adam Sandler.
And Damon Wayans. Disneyland.
Back to back. All right, do we get John? Who are you going to fuck? Which of these Disney characters are you going to put your penis into? There's soft, pliable anatomy. Which of these?
Yeah, because it's not weird
Just
at all.
meat.
It's not weird.
It's meat and ink all the way
Yeah.
through.
It's cellophane
I don't
and
know where are you going with this.
I've already answered.
Oh,
Were
have
not
you?
paying
Okay.
attention?
can't just
no, I
copy.
wasn't. I don't know.
I said I was
Man, I
going to
don't
kill Clarabelle, marry,
Okay, yeah,
and fuck
kill
Daisy,
Clarabelle for sure.
and marry Minnie.
God, she's
Because I can
annoying
take,
as
I can
fuck
take
anyway.
Mickey.
She's
like-
got the big udders to suck on.
God,
Man,
she's so
you
annoying.
get milk
though,
anytime
man.
you want.
Anytime you want.
You got Oreos? What you
Hot-
gonna do? There's no milk in the fridge.
hot
I know, my
raw.
wife over here.
Yeah. Hot raw milk from your old wife cow.
Dude, I just
Fuck
watched
yeah.
the raw milk episode of fucking Schitt's Creek.
Oh my god!
What am I gonna do with $300 worth of milk?
Schitt's Creek is such a
So fucking
goddamn
funny.
good show.
I've heard it's really good, and I haven't seen it. I'm
So
ashamed to
funny.
say that, but
Dude,
You dig
you
it
would.
the most.
I think that I would dig
You
it
would
the most.
love it.
I honestly do.
You
But I
really
dig it the
would.
I
most.
watched the first 2 seasons when I was living in the garage at the beginning of quarantine.
Oh, finish it
Yeah.
up, man. Like,
And then
that's
Tiger
worth it.
King came along.
The
and-
entire
yeah.
game on derailed everything.
It's so good, so good.
So which one of these are you gonna fuck, John?
I guess I'm gonna fuck the duck. I don't know.
All right.
And because I just don't like Minnie Mouse. I've never.
So you're gonna marry her, or you're gonna kill her?
I guess I'm gonna fucking. No. I guess I'm gonna. I don't fucking know.
You've painted yourself into a
I
real
have.
fucking corner
I
here.
have.
John's gonna kill himself before he answers this question.
Please don't just fuck one of these
I'm
cartoon
gonna
characters.
fuck Minnie and marry Daisy. I guess.
All right.
I've got
Clarabelle
to.
is burgers.
I've got to fuck Clarabelle, but I'm gonna do it in a way because I think I'd be equally as amused by cucking Goofy in the process.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cuck the shit out.
Well,
of
you know,
Goofy, dog
you
man.
sit your ass over there and watch.
it's appropriate that you be her bull.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, nice. He's gonna kill you all over the place.
Oh, my
no, I fuck his
goodness.
wife.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fuck Clarabelle.
But only if you say it's okay.
The only way to ever take down Mickey is the person who knows all his secrets. So then I'm gonna marry Minnie, and I'm gonna kill Daisy, and
Oh man.
I can do the
That's my
reverse where I
wife,
kill
dude.
Daisy and pin it on Mickey, and Donald can just fucking go fucking ballistic on him.
Donald kill him.
Donald would
yeah.
do that.
And I know how to set Mickey up because I know all his secrets because I'm married to Minnie. So I'm gonna find Walt Disney's severed head. It's gonna be great.
They have unlimited power.
Unlimited. He's the Fantasia, sort of who owns Walt's head holds the power.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the walls of the vaginas of these Disney characters. we're talking about. I don't understand why everybody's cringing. You guys don't think about this? Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Ryu, Dalsim, E Honda.
All right.
My dick's not big enough to get through the whole of E Honda, so I got to kill E Honda.
Dalsim's all
you're-
stretchy.
You're just fucking. Yeah, you're
All
right.
seems all bones. And
Dalsim's
But you,
like a
I mean,
fucking.
you could really throat fuck Dalzim though.
You could, but he's also a living goatsy. So
Yeah, man.
he can do that to any of his holes. Which I mean, it could be good, I guess. I wish everyone could
saw
see
that
Ian's
fucking
face.
click into place on Ian's face. Like, God damn.
Kill me. If you don't know the hell I exist in, Tadpog Nation, please save me.
I think it was Duke Sithos William who posted in Discord the other day. Someone had made, I guess, like some kind of like loaf out of SpaghettiOs, and it had like hands pulling it apart, goatsy style, and full-sized hot dogs coming out of the hole.
God.
It was pretty great.
Was it posted on TIHI on Reddit? Thanks, I hate it.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's where he got it from, potentially.
Go ahead. You
I
were
can.
answering.
You good?
I mean, because I feel like marrying Ryu is like marrying Vegeta. He's always going to be gone training.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's
So I guess
fair.
I mean, if I don't know, if I'm being forced into a political marriage and I don't really care about him, you know, I'll marry Ryu because you're gonna never have to mess with him. But yeah, I think you're right. I think there's not really a good advantage to Dalzim then. So I think kill Dalzim, marry.
He can reach things for you.
Yeah, I'm not that short. I get a ladder.
Okay. Like real far away things.
Real far away thing.
Like, hey man, someone threw tennis shoes up on that fucking telephone wire. I don't like
My
that.
God, every time he did it, he'd say Tiger or something shit. And
Well,
you'd be
he-
like, you know what? I'm so sick of you. I'm so sick of you. 20 years I've been listening to these. Tiger, Tiger.
Well, then E Honda could just do his
This 1,000-hand slap.
or where he does the head launch. He could do it right up there and get those tennis shoes.
That is true.
He crashed through the roof when he landed, but
That is true.
Right. E Honda would take care of you with honor.
Yo.
Respect.
But
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna kill Dalzim, marry Ryu, and fuck E Honda.
E Honda fucks. He fucks.
I'm marrying E Honda.
He's gonna hold me down and fuck me, so I don't know.
No, he can.
Care, whatever.
I could just distract Ryu with like training.
Distract him with training.
Man, did you see Ken? He just rolled through here, and he was like, "I'm gonna beat Ryu."
And he fucked me so good.
Oh, I
bet you can't fuck me
Damn.
like that.
That is the reason for
my
Street
American
Fighter.
hole is so stretched out by his thick American
My
dick.
American hole looks like Dalsim. My American Hole, a podcast.
I fuck Ken, but I think about Guile.
If you're gonna do My American Hole, you gotta do it.
We
in
did it,
this
yeah,
voice.
and
It's
we-
gotta be
yeah.
just
Welcome.
welcome
My American
to My American Hole.
Imagine the red, white, and blue of my hole stretching. The quote Patton Oswalt, the human rectum is nightmarishly elastic.
And I think to also quote Patton Oswalt, we need sad saxophone music to play. I think Ryu would make a good husband, so I'm going to marry Ryu. I mean, I get you that he'd be, out a lot, but I'd travel.
But
with
he'd
him.
pay the fucking bills.
You gotta worry about
You know
Akuma,
it.
though.
I mean, he can rescue me because Ryu's, the best. Come on, let's go.
There's evil Ryu. There's also demonic Ken, though. So.
I'm not worried about. Look, I'm with Ryu. I'm not worried about shit. For once in my life, I'm like, oh, finally, not worried about anything. Ryu's here.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, he's Ryu, marrying Ryu, totally marrying Ryu.
Okay. All right.
And then I don't care. I don't really honestly care to fuck Dalsim or Honda, so we can kill either of them. But between the two, I think I'd probably.
If I don't want to fuck you, you may as well be dead.
So I guess I'll fuck Honda because, like you said with Clarabelle, he looks like he could take a dick. So
Yeah.
and then I guess I'd kill Dalsim. John, Ian, you haven't gone. You're looking at me like you're gone, but
Oh, I'm dead inside.
yeah, right, yeah. Welcome to TADPOG.
Yeah. Good to be here.
Thank you.
We're just starting, right?
Yes. Which of these would you like to fuck? Ryu, Dalsim, or
I
Honda?
thought I answered this already. I would kill Dalsim, fuck Ryu, and marry E Honda.
Okay. You probably
I think
did.
E Honda would take good fucking care of me. I think he'd
You're
be-
right, you
I
did
think he'd
answer
be
this.
A good
I didn't.
husband.
I thought you were joking, but now I
He's got
realize you're serious.
all that good Japanese food.
good Japanese food,
Yeah.
good honorable upbringing. Yeah.
Okay.
E Honda's my guy.
All right. And those slaps. Pretty
Those
good.
slaps are pretty fucking.
Pretty good.
They slap.
They slap. See how many slaps I can last this time.
Let's get that millennial Gen Z shirt of E Honda really slaps and it's doing the underhands.
Nice. That is like a Facebook ad waiting to happen. As
Make it.
My phone's listening to you, and that's already happened.
you're not wrong.
Just popped up on my feed.
John,
Yeah, same.
same. All right, gonna crib Ian's answer. All right, it makes sense.
totally.
We're all killing Dalsim.
Yeah, no, fuck Dalsim, dude.
Have you
No,
heard
kill.
E Honda's latest
Well,
song?
kill Dalsim. Yeah.
It really 100-hand slaps. There you go.
Got
there
it.
it is.
Got it. Got it in one. All right, that's the end of the quiz.
Thank you, Ross.
Thank you, Ross. That was excellent.
Thanks, Ross.
That was
really-
actually some
yeah.
FMKs I could relate to for a change.
Yeah, and that was a fun one. You didn't enjoy the Final Fantasy one?
I don't know anything.
You don't
about
know those
Final
characters,
Fantasy,
yeah.
So yeah, I can't.
I
really say that I-
barely know.
When you
those
started-
characters.
That was my favorite one because I've been answering those questions for decades.
on the last episode where
was
you were
super well
recasting one of the Final Fantasies with Arrested Development
Right,
characters.
yes.
I got half that
All right, that's pretty good.
because I know all the Arrested
Arrested
Development
Development.
characters. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that character. I don't know why it would be funny in that role, but they know what they're talking about.
But that is
right?
a character.
But that's funny. Lucille too.
Did you know that if you feed Lucille too, like all the slow fish, that she dies?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's the podcast, everybody, I think. Right?
I mean, there's lots of stuff to say about, like, I don't know. What if I wanted to find out how to listen to your show? Where would I go for that?
Well,
And who does your awesome theme song?
Furthermore, is there a way I could give you some kind of financial compensation for your hard work?
why, yes, there is.
Tell me, Dave, how could I do that?
If you go to patreon.com/tadpog,
Huh?
you can donate as much money a month as you would like to.
So $1
$1's good.
or even 10?
10's better.
What if I donated more, $20 or more to you per month?
More than $20 or more per month. Ian.
Yes.
You could do that, I suppose, and be one of our executive producers.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to get my phone out right now and up my donation so that I too can become an executive producer.
All right, do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it, Ian.
Oh, look, my battery died.
Here's my phone.
I was trying to help you.
You did. You did. You did.
I was trying to get you to help us too. Well, speaking of Patreon, all right.
All right.
New donor. Did I talk about Will before?
Let's mention Will again if you have.
Yeah,
Just
new
let's
donor
cover
by
our
Will.
bases. Will, thank you, Will.
Brand new donor, Pat McCrotch.
Pat McCrotch,
Pat
Oh,
McCrotch.
my goodness.
who
Of the
sent
Crotch clan.
a very lovely message saying how much the show has meant to him and how it's helped him, and
Oh.
I'm very, very glad that that is the case.
I love hearing stuff like that.
and I wish Pat McCrotch the best, and I'm glad that you're still listening and lurking in Twitch chat and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Good job, man.
Well, our theme song is moved by Sycamore Drive. Leave that track from the shorts at TADPOG.com. Dave, what are we going to do next week?
Little Nicky.
Little Nicky again?
Yeah, John and Ian have agreed to come back. We're just going to do this all over again, take the same quiz.
We talked about marrying all sorts of cartoon characters and fucking them. The biggest cringe that John did was when you said John agreed to come back next week.
John,
That's not
Boy,
true.
boy.
That's not true. I was
John.
just like, I don't know, man.
John, you used to be here every
I know.
Wednesday.
That's when I like just had one kid.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I do not know how you did it. I only have one kid, and I don't know that I could do that. But then again, I have one kid, and I'm doing this, so never mind. I get it.
I
Did it the most.
had one night a week, and I came and hang
that
out with
was
you
it.
guys.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. Hey, man, I really want to finish River City Ransom with you.
Yes.
Because playing River City Ransom with you at the Louisville Arcade Expo was honestly the highlight of that weekend for me, because you had never played it, and your
It was unbridled
your
joy.
joy was I loved it, because it was very nice to play it with someone
It was super fun.
who had never played it and really enjoyed it.
sitting-
It was the best.
We were sitting in my room, our room,
Yeah.
me and John's room.
Yeah.
Y'all were playing, and I sat back and watched you two play, and John, you were just having a fucking blast. It was amazing.
I want to do that exact same thing again.
Yeah.
Like later.
They're going to do the prom next year, right?
Right.
They're
Yeah,
going to have
yeah.
the
They're
expo,
supposed to,
right?
right?
Surely, yeah.
Okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, like
I am sorely missing my Tadpog prom.
Yeah, no, I get it. I do. I understand. Yeah.
I want to be that drunk. I want to play that video game
Yes.
at that place.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm down. Let's do it. The show is executive produced by the following people who donate on Patreon at $20 or more a month, to which we are eternally grateful. And my
Me.
thumb is so sweaty that my phone won't unlock. So give me a moment. I got to type in my passcode. We've got. I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
Warm.
It's a little. It's a
just
little
a
warm.
little warm.
It's a little bit.
Warm.
Got
Just
it.
gotta accept
We're
it.
dead, right?
We're setting the
close.
atmosphere for Little Nicky.
Yeah, okay.
This is all thematically appropriate.
Comfortable, but that's good.
We've got God Emperor Alex Pena, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Steve Dixon, Blinko Nick Price, Cambro, it is now, Cambro, Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig
He
Dougie.
jerks off on cam. He's our cam bro.
Look, man, if I can make a living doing that, you bet your fucking ass I'd be jerking off on the camera. I mean, look. It's a living.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I might as well get paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. But man, I don't want to make it work though.
That's fuck. I gotta jerk off again.
My special time.
I don't know why. Just suddenly a whole big mythos popped into my head of you starting to jerk off on cam for money, and you're known as the Charlotte Weber, and you paint your dick like Templeton, and have like trash that you jerk off. I don't know. It's really weird. My brain just immediately went to all that.
It's really weird that
really
it
weird.
just happened just like that.
Just
all of
now,
a sudden,
just like that.
off the
I've been
top of
thinking
your
about
head.
that for years.
What's the song he sings at the fucking carnival?
Just softly playing in the background while you jerk.
That's
off.
playing backwards. Yes, Cambro, Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Duggy, The Eightfold, Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime, Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, a.k.a. Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Magical Sleeper, a.k.a. Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, thank you for the Game Boy, Usurper Grimm, Temporal Eternal Savior, Cubicle Monkey. It's so
He
hot.
exists in a time stream.
It's so hot that nicknames are just changing left and right. Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode. Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, Zeus Laser, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Edgelord Kyle Purtleball, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, John of 1000 Names, and General Kenobi Massacre. Many Balkans died to bring us this information.
It's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Anything else?
And now, how you guys gonna close it out?
Guests of honor, what say you?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, does it need to be Adam Sandler related?
It can be anything.
Any Adam. All right, is your favorite Adam
Favorite-
Sandler character?
Okay, perfect. I love it. I got to think. Okay, I got it.
Until next time.
$1.45, Pa.
Conditioner makes the hair silky and smooth. I'm very impatient, apparently. I go yesterday to buy a handle of my bourbon.
Okay.
I got a
Ian's bourbon.
specific brand that I love.
What is that?
It's Evan Williams 1783.
Okay.
Right? A handle being 1.75 liters.
Okay.
For the last few years, I've been buying one of these things every week or whatever it is for whatever. It's a big round bottle with a handle, right?
Okay.
Pull into the liquor store's drive-through window, a very popular liquor store in our city.
Which we have those. Some people don't, I've heard.
Go through the drive-through, ask for my usual. I am handed a bag
Of chicken nuggets.
of, it wasn't chicken nuggets.
Unwrapped.
Loose
Dipped in,
nuggets.
somehow
Loose
dipped in
nugs.
John sauce that he makes. I don't
Loose
know. You
dino
selling
buddies.
that shit at Roof Brother? Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, I get the bottle. I pay. It seems cheaper. I'm like, it's just cheaper.
Smaller, I
They
bet.
didn't
They gave you a
charge this
fifth,
much.
didn't they?
No. Excuse me. I get home, drive home. I don't live far from the liquor store, but it's far enough where I got to drive. I got to drive to it.
Sure.
Drive home, walk in the front door, reach into the bag, and I feel a bottle that is not what I'm used to.
Okay.
Pull it out, the rear of the bottle is facing me, and I immediately assume it is just straight Evan Williams and not the 1783.
Okay.
right?
There's
Put
a
it-
big difference.
There's a huge difference. Evan
yeah.
Williams is rot gut. Evan Williams 1783 is very good.
Okay.
Very smooth, single barrel.
It's not single barrel. It's still a blend.
Small batch.
But it's small batch.
That's what I'm trying
yes.
to say. Small
Yeah.
batch. It's very good, very smooth, very good daily drinker if you're the kind of guy that likes to have or girl that likes to have a little sip every night. It's a little smooth. little thing.
nightcap.
A nightcap. So
It good.
I look at the back of the bottle. My wife, my son are both sitting in the living room, and I'm like, God damn it! Slam the bottle back in the bag, get in my truck, drive all the way back to the liquor store, walk in the door, and look at the very, very attractive young lady who waited on me. I'm sorry. I think you gave me the wrong thing. I think you gave me regular Evan. I pull the bottle out of the bag. And then I bothered to turn the bottle around and look at the front and discover that, oh, guess what? Evan Williams 1783 is now in a different
new
bottle.
bottle.
I drove all the way back to the liquor store to confront the girl that sold me, and it was cheaper. So I thought,
Yeah.
okay, that, it was the wrong thing. That's why it was cheaper. No, it's cheaper because they made a more efficient bottle, and I didn't bother to look at the fucking label. So I went all the way back, and she and the other guy at the liquor store were like, yeah, they changed the bottle. I'm like, yeah, I see that. I guess I probably could have looked at it when I first came here. And they're like, are you sorry you had to drive all the way back for that? I'm like, well, no, it's kind of on me. It's really not your fault. I'm old and I got mad and just pulled the bottle out of the bag and didn't see the shape of the bottle I wanted. So I just hastily got back in my truck and wasted a trip back here.
Sir, this is a Sherman-Williams.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. They said, was there anything else we can get you while we're here? I'm like, do you have my dignity in stock? They actually thought that was funny.
Hey.
Because I
all right.
said that. I said, do you have my dignity in stock? And they're like, they laugh and they're like, it's cool. So that was.
Have you been back? Or are you going to the other one now? You're like, fuck no, I'm never going
You could have
back.
doubled down and been like, I want the old bottle.
I have-
Pour this one into the old bottle.
I've spent so much time and money in
I
that
brought
place over the years. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care that I was. They're gonna remember me.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that pulls up and they know what I want.
Yeah.
I go there every week. They already know what I want.
Right.
Right. They keep stuff special for me. So I don't care. It's like
You've got a good
it's
rapport.
cool. They didn't make me feel dumb. I just felt dumb.
Sure, yeah, I would too. I
was embarrassed.
Yeah, of course it was.
But it was, just turn. All I had to do was literally turn the bottle around and
I
look at it.
bet you're not the only person who. You might be the only one who drove back, but you're probably not the only person to be like, "Is this right?" You know what I
Well,
mean?
That just to me emphasizes how bad regular old Evan Williams is.
That you
I
were
was
that
willing
motivated to drive back.
all the way back
Yeah.
there to replace it because there's no physical way to drink the other stuff without maybe dying. It's
Severe
it's really,
internal injuries.
Yeah.
It's hard on you. It's
gross.
It's gross. It's weird that like their base,
Yeah.
like their stuff that they made their name on is so awful, but the next level up of their product is actually really,
Now
really good.
You've had Malort, right? At TADPOG Prom? No. Oh.
I did.
Oh, I have no way
Hold
you
on.
can. Hey, we got
That's
some
not
Malort.
happening. That's not happening.
This man will marry Dulcine before he tries Malort.
I'll fuck Clarabelle before I try my
You know what's in those udders? It's not milk. It's all Malort. On tap.
I'm a weird dude when it comes to stuff like that. It took me
I like raw Malort.
it took me months to find that brand of bourbon, that particular brand. Like
Yeah.
I tried all these others and read all these websites, and I landed on this one. And this has been more than 3 proms ago.
At least. Yeah.
I mean, I've only been to 2, but we didn't have one in 2020. So
Right.
Yeah.
prior to 2018's prom, I've been drinking that bourbon, so I'm in. That's my only.
Dude,
the only thing I drink.
Well, the first one that we went to, man, we showed up with so much alcohol.
Ooh.
Like we had so much alcohol.
We were prepared. That was
We
when
were
had
literally
access
just
to
giving
the
it
garden.
away.
I remember.
Courtyard outside.
courtyard.
The
all
courtyard.
over,
was
yeah.
just
I want that
pretty
this
great.
time. Like
just open the door, like,
So
hey,
good.
you want a beer?
Yeah.
You want
I
a
loved-
bourbon.
I love the hotel we've been at with the
Yeah.
filled-in pool and the little concrete area and being told to be quiet.
Right.
That was awesome. But that courtyard was.
That was the best.
That
Courtyard was
intense.
sick.
I love
Courtyard
the
was sick.
courtyard.
It was so great.
Plus, there was that great big ass pool, like right there on the other
there.
side of the door, that indoor pool.
Right.
That was such a cool, like trashy hotel. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a problem with that hotel.
Well,
like
it
the
burned.
last.
Well, the
Yeah,
Right,
caught on
it burned-
fire.
yeah,
Aside
you're
from
right.
it
It
burning
did
the
burn.
down.
the dogs got that one room that
Right?
one year.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir, we had some dogs got in there. Okay,
Because that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, big dogs.
those
got in
dogs.
That's hotel code for person murdered a sex worker in a hotel room.
Kind of like circus tickets.